For now.
When we met with Angela, it was pretty simple. She showed us a number of plans that would be available and asked to look at our list of prescriptions to try to find the best possible supplement.
She's been very thorough and very thoughtful about keeping in touch with us.
I would certainly recommend Angela for any of your supplemental insurance needs.
This is a special presentation from News Channel Nebraska. NCN Sports is presented by Currency. Visit gocurrency.com for details. Liberty First Credit Union. Find out more at libertyfirstcu.com. Teammates Mentoring. Join the team. Be a mentor. Visit teammates.org today. Tom Dinsdale Automotive. Celebrating 20 years, Tom Dinsdale Automotive is proud to be community-driven. And by Midway Auto. For your next vehicle, go to thinkmidway.com.
And good evening, everyone, from Columbus, Nebraska. It is not high school basketball. It is high school wrestling. Back to NCN. And we're going to have quite a bit of it for you here over the next couple of weeks. Doug Duda, Kurt Shevlin, as we are ready for what should be a couple of great duels. The boys will be coming up with two top 5 teams. The girls will be up first here, Kurt. And although we're not going to have a ton of matches, it's just where we are with the process right now, trying to get this sport continuing to grow.
Yep. Don't quite have full rosters for either team, but it's heading in the right direction. Should be a fun one to watch tonight.
We're just coming off the Heartland Athletic Conference Championship, so some of these girls and guys just saw each other last week up in Norfolk. And on the girls' side, let's take a look at a couple of those that we want to watch tonight, including for Kearney High, 115-pounder Carson McBride. She's now 28-1 on the on the season, a junior for Kearney. She was a conference champion for the Bearcats. And right there in those middle weights for the gals, you're going to have a lot of young ladies whose dads or fathers either wrestled at UNK or at Kearney High. So there's a lot of lineage there. Kurt, for Columbus, you know a little bit more about their lone senior tonight in Diana Orozco.
Yep, Diana Orozco is senior, also fresh off a conference championship last weekend. She's been around the program for a few years and has things going pretty good this year.
So we've got our girls duel up first. As we said, we'll have a few opens, but that's okay. Then we'll move on to the boys. Quick thought on what we should see in the boys, because they could wrestle today. They could wrestle tomorrow because they're both at the UNK duels. They could wrestle at the state duels. This could be a fun little rivalry that already is.
Yeah, it's a historical rivalry, too. Two great programs, always in the hunt for a trophy in Omaha at the state tournament. And they do get to know each other well. They see a lot of each other, and it should be a really tight duel tonight. Very competitive.
The boys were second and third behind Lincoln East at the Hack tournament last weekend. We're looking forward to bringing you some action. It's a little new, but we're looking forward to bringing it to you. The girls up first. Next week we've got the state girls duels, so let's break us in with that. And it's all coming up. Keep it here on News Channel Nebraska.
Zollner Ford in Beatrice has options to make the process of buying or maintaining vehicles easy and enjoyable. If you have your sights on a new vehicle, a member of our sales team would love to show it to you in the warmth of our showroom or bring it right to your driveway. For maintenance, we offer a few options to make service appointments convenient, like free pickup and delivery within 25 miles of Beatrice, including all of Lincoln. We can also come to you with our mobile service unit to help quickly get going again. Zollner Ford in Beatrice. Sales and service with a smile.
Get started on your next adventure at Woodhouse GMC. From the power of the GMC Sierra to the versatility of the terrain, no matter where you're headed, we've got a ride built for the journey. Strength, style, and space for moments that matter. Take advantage of exclusive offers going on now. Shop in-store or online at WoodhouseBuickGMC.com. Woodhouse Buick GMC. We are professional grade.
Landmark Implement is your local authorized John Deere dealer. Landmark's trained and certified sales staff will help you find the right equipment for your needs, all backed by Landmark's extensive parts and service network. Whether it's a tractor, planter, combine, lawn and garden tractor, or gator, every piece of equipment in our inventory is ready to work hard for your operation. Landmark's team works together to make sure everything that is sold meets their quality standards. Stop by your local Landmark Implement or learn more at landmarkimp.com to experience the Landmark difference.
Whether we're talking commercial or residential plumbing, Lamel Plumbing is the place you call. Lamel provides 24-hour emergency service as well. Call them if you get in a tight spot. And as for their retail items, well, you got to check out some of their faucets, some of their kitchen items, and some of their bathroom items like their Onyx showers. And hey, say you got a digging job, you call Lamel Plumbing for that too. They've added a full-time crew for you, doing backhoe, trenching, and sewer work. Take that digging job off your list and have Lamel do it for you. That's Lamel Plumbing in Beatrice, now at their new location on North 7th Street in Beatrice.
Oh, look right there. The head coach for so many years for UNK, now the athletic director at UNK. Mark Bauer is with us here. Ryan Bauer, of course, is the boys coach of the Kearney High wrestling team. So can't get that wrestling out of your blood, can you, Kurt?
That's right.
Well, we're looking forward to introductions coming up here in just a minute, and we'll have all that for you on NCN. And as you take a look at what we've got here tonight, we're going to have a couple opens, 105, 110, 140, 145, a couple of injuries out there on both sides, but both teams trying to get themselves in a position where they can wrestle in districts, which is just a couple of weeks away. It's hard to believe.
It is. The season's going fast.
As we take a look, you may look down at the floor here. We've got two mats, but we're just going to be using one. For the girls, we will be looking at it like this out here tonight. But for the boys, they're going to use that special spotlight. I always call it, for the older folks, the vision quest, where it's going to be dark in here and you can see it already shining down. But we'll have a little different atmosphere here today for the boys.
Yeah, and they may do that for the girls too. And I would look for this place to fill up as the duels get going here, and it should be a fun environment.
All right, let's take a look at what's going on here as we get ready to start our high school wrestling. Here are the introductions for tonight's girls' duel. Well, as soon as I start talking, they'll go with the introductions. So let's go ahead and take a look at who's going to be on the mat tonight. According to our coaches, Scott Pulsis is filling in for Kearney tonight. Trey Schlender, they just had a child this past weekend, so he missed the Heartland Athletic Conference tournament, and he is going to miss tonight's duel. But congratulations to Coach Schlender and his family as they welcome a child in here. Probably going to be a wrestler. We'll see how that all plays out for Coach Schlender. But for Scott Pulsis in Kearney tonight at 100 pounds is Liana Sunblade. Now she's going to bump up. They have an injury to their 100-pounder, so she's been a JV wrestler most of the year. She'll wrestle there. At 105, it's Savannah Kelleher. 110, Claire Cartolainen. 115, the young lady that we talked about, the number 2 ranked wrestler in the state, Carson McBride. At 120 will be Sawyer Swarm. Sloan Abbey at 125, Lauren Schmeitz at 130. It'll be Bella Chavarria for Kearney at 135, Gracie Kneidl at 140, Stella Harbles at 145. Then you'll also have a replacement at 155 pounds tonight. Mia Lano will get a chance to wrestle for Kearney. The Bearcats are open at 70 and heavyweight, and at 190 will be Athena Alvarez. For Columbus, Faith Wood will wrestle at 100. They are listed as open at 105 and 110. At 115 will be Natalie Cruz. Britley Braithwaite will wrestle at 120 pounds. And then at 125, Ariana Peñavon will be out for the Discoverers. Abigail Flores at 130. Rhea Alexander at 135. An injury to Maria Ortega at 140. So Columbus expected to be open at 140 and 145. Ariana Bell at 155. They'll bump up Diana Orozco. She bumped up at conference, and she's going to wrestle at 190. And Daphne Laredo will be wrestling at heavyweight, but Kearney is open there, and that should be on paper the only place where Columbus will get a win via a forfeit from Kearney. Again, Columbus got a really young team. Kearney's pretty young as well. We're just getting wrestling going, but a few of these seniors were wrestling before it was sanctioned from the NSAA. We'll take a break. Be back with more on News Channel Nebraska. Columbus and Kearney duel coming up.
Kearney, Nebraska is the getaway you never knew you needed. With comfortable, premium lodging, eclectic shopping, and a variety of locally owned craft food and drink options, Kearney has something for everyone. By day, you'll find rich history, outdoor adventure, and some of America's most unique attractions. And by night, our many entertainment options, dazzling performances, and unique hangouts offer the perfect way to unwind. Visit Kearney. It's so much more than just in the middle.
Women have a 1 in 8 chance for developing breast cancer. Early detection makes a difference. Beatrice Community Hospital's Imaging Center can help with the latest technology, from screening with 3D mammography, breast MRI, breast ultrasound, and breast biopsy. All services conveniently located in the BCH's Imaging Center. Schedule your screening today. Incredible care, incredibly close.
And welcome back to high school wrestling here on News Channel Nebraska Television. Doug Duda, Kurt Shevlin making his debut with us. Kurt, introduce yourself to the folks. Tell them a little bit about yourself.
Well, Kurt Shevlin, I'm a Columbus, Nebraska resident, longtime fan of wrestling, and excited to be here. Love both these programs, rich with history and tradition, and just have a lot of respect for both teams here tonight.
I know not everybody is deep into the girls as we have been for the boys for decades and decades and decades, but what can you share with us about how this Columbus girls program is starting to grow? Because we got basketball tomorrow night, and the Columbus girls have a pretty good basketball team. Sometime one suffers at the hands of the other. That doesn't seem to be the case for basketball, but this is still a pretty young Columbus girls wrestling team.
It is young, but it's been fun to watch. For the last couple years, they haven't even been close to filling a lineup, but we're inching that way. Real young, a little bit inexperienced, but it is, like I said, it's fun to watch. The youth program numbers are growing, and that's transferring up to the high school.
Tell us a little bit about Coach Bice.
Coach Bice, he's had a son that's come through the program. He's got a daughter that's an 8th grader, been a long-time volunteer coach. I think he's in his 3rd year as a head coach. Does a phenomenal job, has a great relationship with the girls, really has things pointing in the right direction.
And as we said for Kearney tonight, Trey Schlender should be watching back home tonight to see how his girls doing. He has done a great job, took a job out of college, went down to Kennesaw, then came back up and is running the girls program. And as we talked about on our radio show a couple of times, I've had a chance to see the Kearney girls and Kearney boys the last 2 weeks, especially against Lincoln East for the boys. And then last week they swept North Platte in duels. But for this Kearney girls program, they actually had some girls on the boys team in and out for not a number of years, but there were a couple of younger sisters and brothers that did make varsity for Kearney High. That's not easy to do in Class A.
That's for sure. That's for sure. It's nice for them to have their own girls class to wrestle in.
All right, you're going to be seeing some of the matches coming up here on News Channel Nebraska Television. Glad to have you along with us, Doug Duda, Kurt Shevlin, as the introductions continue here at Columbus. A couple more to go, and then we'll be ready to go. And now we'll have the captains meet at the middle of the mat. Decide who's going to send out a wrestler first. We'll take a break, and our first match is coming up next on NCN.
For over 40 years, Claybaugh Pharmacy has been your trusted, family-owned, full-service pharmacy. We provide traditional medical options, medical equipment, immunizations, and over-the-counter products. We take pride in going above and beyond to improve the health of our community. And to ensure you have a seamless experience, manage your profile and refills with a touch of the finger from home. Claybaugh Pharmacy in downtown Beatrice, your hometown family-owned pharmacy.
The air inside your home can be 2 to 5 times more polluted than outside air. John Henry's priority is keeping your home safe and healthy for you and your family. Cleaning your home's air duct system is an important part of that goal. Our service professionals will clean your air ducts using top-of-the-line equipment that pulls air in reverse through the duct system, while using compressed air and agitation tools to remove unwanted particles. Once the air is discharged, it runs through 3 stages of filtration, leaving your air duct system restored and functioning cleaner than ever. Contact John Henry's today.
All right, we're ready to start tonight's duel at 120 pounds. And for Kearney, it'll be Sawyer Swarm against Britley Braithwaite in tonight's matchup. Kearney's going to have the on-paper advantage in a lot of these matches tonight, Kurt. But one thing that's exciting about girls wrestling, we've seen momentum swing so quickly.
That is right. Both these girls come from wrestling families, familiar last names. Swarm's a junior, Braithwaite's just a freshman. Both have had brothers and dads involved in the program.
So again, if you're new to wrestling or have not watched any wrestling so far this year, we want to remind you there's a couple of rule changes in scoring. Takedowns are now worth 3 instead of 2, and you can have as much as a 4-point near fall instead of just a 3-point near fall, which we've had, and it matches the college rules for the most part. There's a couple of points of entries. Everything's got to be out of bounds for you to actually be out of bounds. But Kurt, just in the little bit of wrestling that you've watched, how do you like those rule changes so far this year?
I do like them. It rewards the more aggressive wrestler. It's easier to rack up some points in a hurry.
So far, nothing going on here in the middle of the mat for Kearney High, and Sawyer Swarm out there at 120 pounds for the Kearney High girls in our first match of the evening. Starts a very busy weekend of high school wrestling. As we said, the hack was last week, but there were a lot of conference meets that are coming up Friday and Saturday. 20 seconds remaining here in this set, or in this first period, I should say. Haven't really seen a lot of action yet, Kurt, and there in on a single leg is going to be Braithwaite. Can she finish? Short time here with 10 seconds.
It's in deep. Swarm's doing a good job. She has a whizzer. It's going to be tough to finish here in short time.
And no score at the end of the first period here. So Sawyer Swarm going to get choice here. She decides to take that choice and take down. Is very often in the girls' action. So taking top, it will be Braithwaite here to start our second period scoreless. First match of our girls duel. Probably a pretty good place to start too. We're going to have 3 or 4 in a row before we hit some of the opens. Coming to her feet, Sawyer Swarm trying to get the escape here for one. Braithwaite's going to have to do something here, though, just hanging onto that leg. You'll get a stall or a stalemate here. Swarm can free that leg. She's going to get a reversal. She's close to doing that here, Kurt.
Braithwaite does a nice job coming back up to her knees and building her base.
Close to the one. There is the escape. So our first point of the match goes to Sawyer Swarm at 120 pounds. Halfway through the second period, 1-0. And back to their feet. A lot of arm tie-up we saw in that first period, there wasn't a whole lot of shots taken by either one of these gals.
Yeah, kind of spent the first period feeling each other out. Good hand fighting.
Looking for that three-point takedown. There it is for Sawyer Swarm. So a takedown for three, and Swarm with a 4-0 lead, 25 seconds to go here in the second period. So Braithwaite on bottom for the first time. Let's see if she can work herself out of there a short time and at least pick up 1 point. It'll be her choice in the third. I'm guessing she'll probably want to go both up, but we'll find out as the final seconds come off the clock here in the second period. And Sawyer Swarm of Kearney a 4-0 lead over Britley Braithwaite from Columbus. And Braithwaite will indeed take both up here, Kurt.
Braithwaite's going to need at least a couple takedowns to take the lead here.
Have to find a way to get a little more aggressive for her. After a slow start, it was a scoreless first period, so she battled in there. And for Britley, just a freshman, 6th at the conference tournament last week, just a record of 7-11. She really steps up in class here today against Swarm. Swarm trying to get in there on a double leg. We'll get the takedown, 7-0. So now the more experience starting to take a little effect here for Kearney High and Sawyer Swarm. Trying to control the wrist and get a turn here. Not much action going on. Braithwaite kind of sitting there, and there she does get that wrist. Gets her turned. Has plenty of time to try and get the pin. A minute to go here in the third period. So Sawyer Swarm technically working here. And there's the stick. 5:08 the time for Sawyer Swarm to win our first match tonight. And just a little too much experience there, Kurt. She took her time, didn't get herself in any trouble, and was able to finish off the freshman.
Yeah, she did a good job. She rode real tough, was patient, gets up 6 big points for the dual score.
So for the pin, that's 6 points for Kearney. 6 points for the pin, 5 for the tech ball, 4 for a major, 3 for a decision. And we'll move on to 125 pounds now. Sloan Abbey for Kearney High will take the mat against Ariana Penathon for Columbus. And right in on the shot immediately is Abbey trying to control the head, but Penathon breaks free.
It's another one of those wrestling names for Kearney. That Abbey name is deep in tradition there.
Her dad Bryce in on a double leg there for Columbus. Ariana just a freshman, 4-15 on the year. State-rated wrestler for Kearney High. And Sloan Abbey in on the shot. She'll get the takedown. $3-0 Kearney. Gets to work in the middle of the mat too, so plenty of room, plenty of time with 1:15 to go in the first. Try and maybe set up a near side cradle. Let's see if she can get the arm turn. Penathon, she knows what's coming, trying to counter her, Kurt.
It's one thing to know what's coming, it's another to stop it. Sloan looks tough on top. She definitely looks more experienced.
Well, Penathon able to belly out, but not a second time, and now she's stacked up, but just a 2 count. Now she's in some real trouble. And there's the pin. 1:15, Sloan Abbey for Kearney High. And that'll make it 12-0 on the dual scoreboard. So just a little bit more, well, maybe in this case, a lot more experience for some of the Kearney Bearcat wrestlers. We move on to 130 pounds now. It'll be Lauren Schmeitz for Kearney High against Abigail Flores from Columbus. Our 130-pound match. And for Flores, another freshman, 6th at the Hack last week. Some of that means you won one match. Some of that means you won a couple and got knocked out of the consolations. But A lot of these Columbus girls were in that 5th and 6th place match on Saturday up at Norfolk. Of course, Norfolk won the championship. Very, very solid team. Many believe that they will be the state champs. Kearney was 2nd. Grand Island was 3rd. Columbus finished 5th. Circling, trying to finish up that takedown, and that should be enough right there for Schmeitz. So far, Kurt, it's kind of hard for the freshmen for Columbus to be aggressive right now. And they've been playing defense in these first 3 matches.
Yeah, they're giving up a lot of experience. I believe Abigail's a 2nd-year wrestler.
Our high school wrestling brought to you by Liberty First Credit Union. Banking with purpose. Find out more at libertyfirstcu.com. And by our friends at Sauter Heyman. Thanks to Sauter Heyman for being one of the sponsors of tonight's high school wrestling. We're at Columbus. Edge of the mat here, trying to get the turn. While Flores, well, she's bridging up, trying to get to a base here. Flores probably going to get out of bounds before anything else happens. Just that right hand, the only point that's still on the mat. Obviously, Schmeitz would like to pull her back on, but now we're short time with 10 seconds. And there they are off the mat. Back to neutral. Just 6 seconds to go here in period number 1. Kearney has won the first 2 matches by pin. Sawyer Swarm 508, Sloan Abbey 115. Flores is going to get us into a second period here, but not be able to explode off the bottom, and that'll be the score at the end of the first. Schmeitz of Kearney leads it by a score of 3-0 over Flores of Columbus. On deck, it'll be Chavaria for Kearney and Rhea Alexander for Columbus. Looks like we're going to go neutral, both up. A lot different than the old days, isn't it, Kurt? You won, you took bottom.
Yep.
99% of the time you took bottom. Not the case anymore.
3-point takedowns change that.
And a beautiful slide by there by Schmeitz, and she's going to get the takedown. Take a 6-0 lead here early in the second period against Abigail Flores. For Kearney, they started junior. Abby was a freshman. Schmeitz, another junior. And we're going to get a potentially, oh no, we're going to go full Nelson there. Yeah. Illegal hold. And that'll be a penalty point on the scoreboard for Flores. 6-1. The referee has discretion if he thinks there's danger to an injury on a move somehow, but that time he just said it was an illegal move. And they'll restart with Flores on bottom. Senior night here at Columbus. Diana Roscoe will be coming up later at 190 pounds. She was a conference champion and our featured wrestler for Columbus tonight.
Schmeitz is doing a really good job here, tying up her wrists and keeping pressure, keep her flat on the mat. It's hard for Flores to build up.
Who comes out front now and just going to overpower and try to turn. Can she get enough of that underhook? Good job by Flores not to get turned so far.
That was tight. She did a really nice job fighting that.
Schmeitz has got to readjust. Working on top. Schmeitz leads it 6-1, as you can see on our Aurora Cooperative scoreboard. Brought to you by Aurora Cooperative, helping you add value to every aspect of your operation. Check them out at auroracoop.com. Coming out front, but really bellying out there. Not much going on bottom from Flores. There has not been a stall warning yet. But Flores just trying to stay alive. There the whistle comes out of the mat, out of the mouth of our referee. And there it is, a stall warning on bottom. If you do that too much, another one's a point, and then it just continues to accumulate. But we go to the end of the second period here. Schmeitz had another takedown and leads it 6-1. And she says, let's just go ahead and go neutral one more time here into the third period. So the freshman Flores against the junior Lauren Schmeitz. Kearney Columbus duel here on NCN. Doug Duda, Kurt Shevlin with you on this Thursday night.
Schmeitz is looking for another takedown. If you win by 8, you get a bonus point on the team score with a major decision.
That's the thing I've noticed about the takedowns and the near falls. It used to be a 5-point move, now it's a 7-point move. You can take somebody down to their back.
Yeah, it opens it up.
Get to that major decision a lot quicker. Third period, still on their feet, and Schmeitz looking for that money shot right here. And there it is, in on a single, switch it to the double, and there's a power takedown for Schmeitz. And her put her up 9-1, and she'll continue to get to work here. Well, gonna cut her, and that'll be an escape for another point. Maybe just looking for a better shot here that could get her to her back instead of bellying out again. But definitely want to get that one more point. That's the danger of giving that escape there. 40 seconds to go. Lauren Schmeitz maintains a 9-2 lead. Says, let's get back to the middle of the mat here.
Flores is doing a good job staying in the middle, trying not to give up that additional stall call. She needs to circle back to the middle.
Yeah, there's the stall. She was backing up. You had a good point, though. She was at least circling and then felt a little pressure, and so now you get the penalty point and in on a double leg for 3 more on the takedown. Schmeitz now takes the lead out to 12-2. 13-2, excuse me, with the penalty point. And that's how this will end. A major decision. 4 more points on the board for Kearney, but we go the distance. Lauren Schmeitz, a 13-2 win over Abigail Flores. And that'll make the dual score 16-0. Kurt, you guys got a good sound system here at Columbus.
They've got the place rocking.
Oh, man. They continue to file in. Girls and boys duel. That boys should be a dandy, but right now we move up to 135 pounds, and Bella Chevarria will take the mat for Kearney. She's a senior. Kearney actually doesn't have a lot of seniors. In fact, she's the only one in the lineup varsity tonight for Kearney as a senior. So only one senior on each team, and she's going to get in on Rhea Alexander and get the 3-point takedown.
Got another freshman for Columbus. Real inexperienced wrestler, but she's tough and has a lot of potential.
And Alexander does work there and gets a quick escape. So back on their feet. It's a crazy thing. There's only one way to get experience, isn't there, Kurt?
That's right. Take some bumps and bruises along the way, but she's out there getting after it.
You can practice all you want. You got to get some of that on-mat, real-time experience. Trying to drop that head down. Get a clear shot in there. There it is on the double, and another takedown for Chevarria. Make it 6-1. 6-1. Kearney on top. Columbus has, I don't know if you want to say, done a good job of not getting in trouble on bottom, or if they've been very cautious on bottom. But again, Kearney trying to get the turn here in Chevarria, and can't quite.
Yeah, I think maybe Columbus is being a little cautious, but part of that is Kearney's stuff on top. They do a good job.
That does not look comfortable. 23 seconds to go in the period, and we're going to get the potentially dangerous. Just turning that arm too much. Don't want to cause an injury, so we'll go right back to the middle.
You see that a lot in the girls' matches. They bend in ways the boys don't.
Yeah, flexibility, something all the coaches, even the boys coaches that now do the girls, there's just one thing that's unbelievable is the flexibility to get out of dangerous situations. Short time here in the first period. Popping out front again is Chevarria. But Chevarria, that'll be the end of the period, and Bella a 6-1 lead over Rhea Alexander of Columbus. Kearney has won the first 3 matches. After this, we're going to get a couple of byes. At least that's what the coaches have on our schedule. And we'll go neutral here to start the second period. Our next scheduled match will be at 1:55 with Mia Lano of Kearney and Ariana Bell for Columbus. Gracie Knidel and Stella Harbles expected to be getting buys for Kearney. Another 3-point takedown. And again, cutting Alexander to wrestle on their feet again, 9-2.
Cheveria's chasing those bonus points, trying to rack up the score.
Right now it's 7, midway through the second period. Senior versus freshman here at 135 pounds, and another shuck by and takedown. The 4th of the match here for Bella Chavaria of Kearney. That'll take it to 12-2. Still a minute to go here. Decides to cut her again. All 3 points. Well, didn't exactly cut her. Got it on a leg there, Kurt.
Didn't provide enough separation. There she gets the 1.
So Columbus gets the escape. We also had a stall warning and in a double leg for 3 more. 15-3. Chavaria for Kearney here at 135 pounds. Doug Duda, Kurt Shevlin with you here at Columbus. Thank all the fine folks. Eric and Adam, our coaches at Columbus. And of course, all the great folks in Kearney that are helping us out as well. We hope you enjoy tonight's duel. Girls up first, boys will follow on News Channel Nebraska. Again, good chance to remind you that next week the girls' duel's even bigger in West Point.
Cheveria's chasing that 4-point near fall. Didn't quite get it. We just ran out of time.
Yeah, had her in position. A few more seconds, you're going to be in good shape. But Bella Chavaria, after 2 periods, leads it 15-3. And we got a little blood time here. So we'll clean that up. And while we have blood time, we'll tell you that you're watching News Channel Nebraska television of high school wrestling tonight here from Columbus, brought to you by Midway Auto. ThinkMidway.com for your next vehicle, and visit Kearney. Kearney Tourism, and if you want to visit Lincoln, you can visit Lincoln too. All right, blood's taken care of here. They're going to go on their feet. If Chavaria gets a takedown, that'll be the end of the match because she'll be up by 15 there. Finally a shot, Alexander in, but it didn't work, and she gets taken right to her back. And that's going to end the match. Well, give credit to Rhea. She went in there, she took her shot. It just didn't work out for her against the senior.
You could see the inexperience, but she didn't back down, kept coming.
So the final score is a pin. It would have been 18-3, but it's going to be a pin. We've got a couple of forfeits, so that'll give us a chance to hear from our sponsors. We'll be back with a minute here on NCN.
Liberty First Credit Union. It's for you. You live in Nebraska or the surrounding states? Then it's for you. Want to earn cash back on your transactions? Then it's for you. Are you ready to start banking with purpose? Then Liberty First Credit Union? It's for you. We're not your typical credit union. We support you with personalized banking that's open to everyone. Start banking with purpose at Liberty First Credit Union. We're for you.
Darling, I believe everything's gonna be alright. No need to worry because you got somebody on your side. We all need a fam, we all need a crew. When you're in a jam, don't know what to do. Just reach out your...
Thanks to Danny Alvarado and the guys in the truck, producing and engineering tonight's wrestling action. Getting a little dual screen, love that. So here we go at 155 pounds. It'll be Ariana Bell for the Columbus Discoverers, another freshman taking on Mia Lano from Kearney, who has moved her way up and is coming in because of an injury. So she's been a JV wrestler. She's getting her shot tonight. So this may be, on paper so far, our closest match. Let's see if it comes out that way, Kurt.
Boy, Bell with a headlock. Got her in trouble.
So much for that. But hey, something for the Columbus crowd to cheer about. Pitted 41 seconds for Ariana Bell. Columbus doing a good job. The band's here, the crowd's here, and they're able to get a win. Now, unfortunately, as you look at our replay here on NCN, we may have an injury to Lano down there. She got thrown on her shoulder, so they're going to take a look there. Our trainers will take a look at it, and we'll be back with more high school wrestling right after this on NCN.
Anything for the floor, O Street Carpet has it and more. From little feet to little paws, to updates and overhauls. From soft and cozy to durable and resilient. From something that blends in or something that's different. From DIY to custom install, O Street Carpet can help you with it all. Whatever your needs are for the floor, O Street Carpet has it and more.
At Nebraska Orthopedic Center, they provide comprehensive orthopedic health care. Their physicians are highly skilled in all areas of orthopedic and sports medicine, including spine surgery, foot and ankle, hand and upper extremities, fracture care, and total joint replacement. Their expertise includes the medical management of injuries through physical and rehabilitative methods or surgical intervention. To schedule an appointment or to learn more about Nebraska Orthopedic Center and their family of 25 physicians, go online to nebraskaortho.com. That's nebraskaortho.com. Nebraska Orthopedic Center is your healing destination.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 70.
Doug Duda, Kurt Shevlin, you can see it was awkward here. Now the official a little bit in the way. It was kind of an awkward takedown and looks like right on her shoulder there, Kurt.
Yep, happy to see her get up and walk off the mat on her own. Columbus fans finally have something to be excited about.
Yep, Columbus is on the board, 34-6. The score of the duel, which really doesn't matter tonight. We knew Kearney was going to win this because of the open weight classes, but now we go to 190 pounds, and the lone senior and first ever conference champion, Diana Orozco for Columbus, against Athena Alvarez, a freshman for Kearney. And this one on paper we knew would be favored for Columbus. Now let's see what Orozco can do coming off that conference championship. She is a only senior on the team, 12-7 so far this year.
Diane has recently bumped up from 170 pounds. She looks a little smaller. She's given up a lot of height to the Kearney opponent.
And Orozco loses her balance, and Alvarez is going to get the takedown. And that right there might be a little bit what you were talking to, a little height, a little weight discrepancy. If you're giving up 20 pounds, boys, girls, it don't matter. Now she's trying to set up a cradle here, but can't quite garner the leg.
Yeah, with that height disadvantage, Diana doesn't want to sit on the bottom.
Here in the girls' 190-pound weight class. Minute 10 in, the takedown for Alvarez.
Alvarez is putting a lot of pressure on.
And a warning for Solly on the bottom. Orozco not really doing anything, and part of that, can't do anything sometimes.
She's feeling that additional weight, and Alvarez is just doing a nice job. She stays behind her hips, puts a lot of pressure on her.
Got to get that head up if you're on bottom. That's where you start, I think, with those officials. At least see some movement down there, even if you can't use your weight to get off the bottom. Short time here, final 10 seconds of the period, and then Orozco will get another chance. Oh, can she get out of there and pick up some points? Faces, no.
Just ran out of time.
And Athena Alvarez with the takedown midway through the period leads at 3-0. And it'll be Kearney choice. No, Orozco choice. She's decided to go top. Rose comes straight to her feet, trying to rip the hands here for that escape. Roscoe not letting her go, though.
Roscoe gave up another stall pull.
Our official said we're out of bounds. We'll go back to the middle. Trying to make it back-to-back wins for Columbus, but right now, Roscoe trails 4-0. A lot of time left, though, for the senior here on senior night. And you can hear the Columbus faithful, especially the student section, trying to cheer her on here.
Roscoe finally got her broke down. She's running a tough half.
She's going to get her turned. In some trouble is Alvarez, and she is pinned. Roscoe gets the pin in 2:58. That's probably the highlight of the night for the Columbus girls, Kurt, because your senior, this is the one they really wanted, only senior, and getting a chance to wrestle after winning a conference championship. A little bit of history there for Diana.
Yeah, that's a great win for Diana. It's also her last home duel of her career. Great for her to be able to go out like that in front of all of her student section.
Now coming out, taking the forfeited heavyweight will be Daphne Laredo. Kearney hasn't had a heavyweight all year long, so Laredo gets that, and they will win 3 straight. So the score of the duel is now Kearney 34 and Columbus 18. But we only have 2 more matches to go because Columbus is open at 5 and 10. Leanna Sunblade for Kearney against Faith Wood of Columbus. Faith comes in a freshman, got 4th place in a couple of meets, including at the Manstead, but she hasn't got to wrestle all year. She's been a little banged up, so she actually has a winning record just above 500 as a freshman. She's in there on the early takedown.
Yeah, she missed the first half of the season with an injury. It's good to see her back. She's really inexperienced, but has really dedicated herself to the sport.
And she's got the Kearney JV Sunblade in some trouble, although Sunblade comes out the back door. Going to get 2 on the near fall for Wood, so she is up. And then you get the reversal, I believe is what we have given for Sunblade. So that'll make it 5-2, and the escape makes it 6-2 for Columbus. Did I get that right? I don't think they awarded the 2-point near fall up on the board yet.
I don't think there was any weird near fall given.
I saw our official give the 2, but I've seen a lot of things in my time that aren't true too, Kurt. So that's why we wear glasses, right?
We'll find out if the table missed it, or maybe he didn't really award it.
So 4-2 at the moment, on their feet here in the first period. Sunblade of Kearney, Wood from Columbus. Sunblade in on a single, can't corral it. Wood with a good counter now, going for the underhook. Can only get one arm. Now she's trying to maybe get that leg in for a cradle. And she's got this set up pretty good, Kurt. There's the takedown.
Faith did a great job chasing the corner to get the takedown. She's got her broke down flat, looking for a turn.
Short time, though, here. Probably not going to have quite enough time here. Got her right where she wants her in the middle of the match. She is going to get some near fall points. Close to the pin, but will run out of time here in the first period. That'll be a 4-point near fall for Faith Wood. And so, without the 2 earlier, it is 11-2, Faith Wood with the lead. Looks like Kearney's choice, they'll defer. And so Wood decides to go both up. Just be interested to see what this looks like 2 years from now, Kurt, with all these freshmen out there for the Columbus girls.
Yeah, it should be fun to watch them get some experience.
Faith Wood in on a single. Needs to step over to get that, and does. There's the takedown.
Right. Looks like she's got a cradle locked up, trying to take her over. Some near fall would give her a tech fall here.
14-2 the score on the three-point near fall. So Sunblade's got to get out of there and create some offense. Still plenty of time to go here in period number 2. Next to last match. Trying to get the tilt. Wood didn't have her quite squeezed up, so she'll step over. Can she get that power? No. Good job by Sunblade fighting it off for the moment.
Wood's got the chicken wing. Sunblade's doing a nice job keeping her shoulder down and fighting her off.
Oh, she got her curled up there behind the net. Ooh, rolled through, but that's a quick 2 count. So at the moment it's 2. She needs one more swipe to end this. With 30 seconds to go here in the second period. There's the 2 near fall. 16-2 Wood. One more turn, that'll end the match. Sunblade comes to her base, trying to get that escape, and does. Now a takedown would end it. Sunblade's got to find a way to get this to the third period now. Short time, 10 seconds. Expect Wood to take a shot here. Arm control Sunblade in, but that's at the very end of the period. So we will have another match get into the third period, but it is Faith Wood, the freshman for Columbus, dominating Sunblade for Kearney right now by a score of 16-3. Looks like, do we have a little blood or a little injury? Like maybe a broken
Looks
equipment.
Like she's asking to use an inhaler.
Oh, okay, there we go, yep. See that from time to time, boys and girls. Wrestling's done a pretty good job of recognizing this and kind of almost changing the injury rule, if not completely taking a look at that. But you will see the injury time on the sideboard here. And Wood trying to gain her breath. She's got this, it would appear, taken care of, but got to finish. And Kearney has chosen top. They haven't been able to wrestle on top yet. A reversal here by Wood would end it. See what Sunblade can do. Sunblade jumped in there a little quick. She'll get a caution. And the official doesn't like what he's seeing from Sunblade. Kurt, what are you seeing here?
I couldn't see exactly what she was doing. She might have been starting with a tight waist on her bottom hand. You have to start with that hand on the belly button. If you come across too far, they'll stop it.
Looking for just that little more advantage. That time ready to go.
Sunblade's got a wing and a wrist. Yeah. She's running it hard. She's close to getting a turn.
And she has got Wood turned and in some trouble, but Wood, can she get off her back? She's a little bit better safe. But some points for Kearney on a 4-point near fall. Well, Sunblade just couldn't get her taken down and wrestle from the top.
We can see why she chose top. She's doing a good job up there. She's working another pinning combination.
16-7 now.
Wood was able to get back to her base.
Faith Wood of Columbus leading Sunblade of Kearney. 16-7 and still working her from the top. Minute 5 to go. Not to say she can't get her on her back again. And Wood going to that inhaler, maybe a little short of breath too. She's just trying to keep moving on the bottom right now. Probably gonna get a stall here on Wood.
Sunblade's got that chicken wing back in.
Here we go, same one that she got her turned with last time. Really torquing on that arm though. Gonna be close to potentially dangerous. 25 seconds. And there it is. Yeah, you're trying so hard to torque that shoulder over that when the bottom won't go, it gets pretty sore, pretty potentially dangerous. Yeah, man, look at her turn that. Anything past 90 is bad news.
Yeah, I don't think the Kearney crowd liked that stoppage, but it's his #1 job to keep the wrestlers safe.
You could kind of see it coming. She torqued on it about 3 or 4 times and couldn't get her turned. 12 seconds left, and it looks like Wood's going to be able to hold on here for the victory at 100 pounds for Columbus. As Sunblade's not going to be able to get her turned, and 16-7. Faith Wood of Columbus picks up a major decision, so 4 more points on the board. Cuts it to 34-22. Columbus has picked up 3 straight wins on the mat and a forfeit, but now Kearney looks like they're going to get forfeits at 105 and 110. Savannah Kelleher will come out and get the forfeit for the Bearcats. And then at 110, Claire Cargelena will come out there and
that was
get
a great
the forfeit.
third period by Sunblade. That match was close to being over a couple times in the second period by fall and almost a tech fall. Came back and made it real competitive.
There are some guys, gals, no matter what it is, that are just so much better bottom, top, feet. Coach Manning was telling us in an interview last week, you know, you got to be good in all 3 positions, which sounds simple, but you got to be. It's just like football, offense, defense, special teams. You got to be good top, bottom, and on your feet. And we saw that Sunblade starting her career pretty good on top. Now our final match, Kearney up 46-22 in the duel. Here is Claire Cargelena, or excuse me, Carson McBride. Carson McBride was our feature wrestler here for Kearney High against Natalie Cruz. McBride, the junior, ranks 2nd. Cruz, a sophomore, 14-6. She actually has the best record of any of the varsity wrestlers right now for Columbus.
McBride's another one of those Kearney family wrestling names.
They'll go out of bounds. 3-1 your score after the takedown and escape. Last match here, we started at 120. Kearney was able to win the first 4 contested matchups with Swarm, Abby, Schmeitz, and Chavaria. Don't forget, when we're done, we'll talk with Coach Scott Fulsis of Kearney and one of our Kearney wrestlers getting the win tonight. Cruz trying to secure that late here. Curtin get the takedown to get her the lead.
McBride's doing a good job pressuring that head down, makes it hard for Cruz to finish. Cruz is she's not giving up on it.
If she loses that leg, she's gonna get, yeah, there it is. That's gonna be a takedown for Kearney.
Great defense by McBride.
Just kept fighting, a lot of length there for a 115-pounder. Carson up 6-1. First period. It is senior night here, so they will honor their girls and boys seniors in between the duel. And a roll through. We didn't get the 2 count. And so no near fall points, and that'll be the end of the period. Carson McBride of Kearney 6, and Natalie Cruz of Columbus 1. McBride, the junior, coming into tonight 28-1. Taking the championship at the Hack tournament over the Lincoln East wrestler on Saturday. In on a shot, trying to finish that single leg, loses it. Good job by Cruz. Another double leg attempt on the edge of the mat. She stayed in. There it is. 3-point near fall, or excuse me, 3-point takedown.
McBride did a good job taking care of taking care of her foot, leaving it in. New rule says you only need 1 point of contact for a takedown.
You can see there as she moves that foot off the circle, we'll get a restart. So McBride now 9-1. Let's see what Cruz, the sophomore, can do here. Looks like Coach Bice has a question over here for our official. Haven't had a lot of chatting. What do you think we're discussing here, Kurt? I didn't see anything.
I think he's questioning whether her foot stayed in bounds until she had control for that takedown.
Looked like on a replay she did. So the officials will concur, or at least conference, and then we'll see if they concur. Here's the replay on that shot. And
right there, when that foot comes up in the air, technically I think they're all the way out of bounds because there's no point of contact on the mat.
All right, let's see what our officials do. It looks like they are going to make a change here, as the head official takes a look at the scoreboard.
Put a little time back on the clock since she was technically out of bounds.
And they do change the score, so it'll be 6-1.
Nice job by the officials. They don't have the advantage of being able to watch the replay.
Someday. They can in college, we know that. McBride in on the shot. Little single leg there. Can she sweep the far leg? And loses contact, but still crawls over and gets the takedown. So now it's 9-1.
McBride's putting a lot of pressure on Cruz.
Boy, right after the escape, she's in again. Now you've got some trouble. Can she get her turn? A lot of time left here in the second period for Carson McBride of Kearney, our final match of the girls. Going to come out front. Doesn't technically give the escape yet. There she does. So that'll make it 12-3. There, Cruz does a good job getting those arms to the way so she can't get on that double leg again. Cruz looked like in that first period, Kurt, that she had a little aggressiveness to us. Now she's back on her defensive haunches a little bit.
Yeah, McBride, like I said, McBride's doing a really good job putting pressure on. It's tough for Cruz to find her offense when McBride's coming at her like that.
And on the single, can't quite finish it. And there it is. Another shot, reshot, gets the takedown. And a 2 near fall. And that will bring us to a technical fall here with 8 seconds to go. 18-3, a 5-point Kearney High victory. And the final score of the duel will be Kearney High 51 and Columbus 22. Kearney had a string here in the middle, Kurt, and then when we got to kind of the upper weights there, 55, 90, and then got a nice one for their 100-pounder there. They strung a few together, just not enough on the varsity to go head-to-head with Kearney tonight.
Yeah, you could see. We just don't have the numbers. We don't have the depth. Kearney's pretty experienced, and it showed there.
All right, we're going to catch up with Coach Scott Fulsis and our Kearney Wrestler of the Night. Stay with us for high school wrestling. Boys coming up, too, here on NCN.
Let your next adventure take flight in Sarpy County, Nebraska for some high-flying fun. Legendary family adventures. Out-of-this-world shopping. Star-studded evenings. And award-winning experiences. Our flights are never canceled. Stay, play, and plan your getaway at GoSarpy.com.
Other companies have the revolving door. Every time we come into Schaefer's, it's always the same people. And the big thing to me is they know you by name. They know who you are, which makes a person like myself feel just warm and welcome here. And that's what's great about Schaefer's.
Schaefer's has the essential Whirlpool appliances you need, from refrigerators and air fry ranges to laundry pairs to keep your clothes clean and sanitized at everyday low prices. At Schaefer's, we are more than just TVs and appliances.
Need relief from pain or support for recovery? Don't just see anyone, see the trainer. From bracing to home health and rehab products, they provide the right solutions to keep you moving. Whether it's a chronic condition or sudden injury, their expert team will help you find the perfect fit. With a wide range of in-stock orthopedic, sports medicine, or rehabilitation products, See the Trainer is dedicated to improving your quality of life. Visit the professionals at See the Trainer in Columbus, Lincoln, Omaha, Bellevue, and North Platte.
Teammates Mentor proudly serves 10,000 students in 192 chapters across Nebraska, Iowa, Kansas, South Dakota, and Wyoming. But we need your help.
We're recruiting Teammates Mentors to help our students reach their full potential.
Meeting with a student once a week can make a positive impact in their life and create a ripple effect in our communities.
Go to teammates.org to learn how you can get involved. Join the team, be a mentor.
When the game wraps up, or even before kickoff, our community welcomes you with open arms. The Lincoln Convention and Visitors Bureau is happy to have you here, and we want to show you what we're all about. From wide open spaces to music, shopping, entertainment, and more, there is always something for you to discover in our city. Stop by the Visitors Center at 7th and P in the Haymarket or visit Lincoln.org. The Lincoln Convention and Visitors Bureau is a proud supporter of high school athletics.
Zollner Ford in Beatrice has options to make the process of buying or maintaining vehicles easy and enjoyable. If you have your sights on a new vehicle, a member of our sales team would love to show it to you in the warmth of our showroom or bring it right to your driveway. For maintenance, we offer a few options to make service appointments convenient, like free pickup and delivery within 25 miles of Beatrice, including all of Lincoln. We can also come to you with our mobile service unit to help quickly get going again. Zollner Ford in Beatrice. Sales and service with a smile.
And welcome back to Columbus. Doug Duda with you here on NCN as Kearney High takes our girls' duel tonight, 51-22. And both of us have already been texted by Trey Schlender, who's back home being a dad. But Coach Scott Foles is with us here. Coach, what's it like being in the big chair tonight?
You know, it's weird. It's definitely a different experience. But coming in, getting this win, even with kind of all the distractions of this week. Not that Trey having a child's a distraction by any means, but it's really just commendable of our girls to be able to come in, stay dedicated, and still get, you know, a tough performance under their belt, even in lieu of Trey being gone this whole week. So. And they knew that because that's the way it was up at the Hack as well. Yep, absolutely. So it's been the past two competitions we've been without our head coach. So, like I said, it's been a bit of an odd journey, but they've handled it in stride, and I'm beyond proud of them. Your thoughts on just the overall duel tonight for your Kearney High girls? Really good stuff. What I said before the match was, if we have fun and we score points, the results take care of themselves, and that was evident tonight with our ability to get to leg attacks and get to finishes. If you can do that consistently, good things happen throughout the entire course of the season. So, very excited. The girls that were supposed to win kind of won almost every one of the duels tonight. Maybe one of the more exciting one was right there at 100 pounds. Once Sunblade finally got on top, she showed she's dangerous. Absolutely, and that's one thing we focus on a lot. I mean, you can score 4 points on top, so you can open up a match real quick if we're tough there. That's the reason we took top in the third period, is because we do work that area a lot, and we just knew she had good stuff on top, and that if we can get her to her best position, we have a chance to win. So, tell me a little bit about the gal we're going to be talking to here next, Carson McBride. She was last in the rotation today, but she's kind of your top girl as far as the rankings go. Absolutely. Carson is a perfect example of what hard work and dedication to your craft can get you. She went from not very good her 8th grade year to being a 3rd place state medalist as a freshman, and that's strictly due to hard work. She listens, she works hard, she's coachable, and she learns. And if all those things are in unison, then that's a recipe for a really good athlete. Coach Scott Folsis filling in tonight, doing a great job. Coach, thanks so much for the time. Appreciate it. Let's bring in Kearney High's 115-pounder Carson McBride. Congratulations on the win tonight.
Thank you very much.
What's it like being the last one to go? You're waiting around, you're cheering on your whole teammates, and then finally you get to go out there. What's that weight like?
It's honestly kind of probably the worst weight, because you're just sitting there getting nervous and more nervous. But watching your teammates win and just wrestle their best honestly helps so much.
Coach was telling us about your improvement just since you've been going out to wrestle. Do you feel that too, and where do you feel you've had the most improvement?
I feel that so much, especially since even my freshman year, I did not take any shots. I think shots have been probably where I've improved the most.
Tell us a little bit about the match you had here tonight and how it went.
It was honestly a really tough match. She wrestled really good. She was hard to take down. I'm glad I got to wrestle her. She really worked hard.
Talk about what's next for the Kearney girls as a team.
I think what's next for the Kearney girls team is taking as many people as we possibly can, hopefully most of the team, to the state wrestling tournament.
All right, congratulations, and we'll see you on down the road. Thanks for the time.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
That's one of our high school wrestlers tonight from Kearney High as they win the duel by a score of 51-22. Thanks to Carson McBride for joining us here at Kearney's 115-pounder. Well, it is senior night here at Columbus, so they're going through those festivities. We're going to transition into the boys' duel. Two of the top teams in Class A, the teams that finished second and third at the Heartland Athletic Conference. We'll get ready for that duel coming up next here on NCN.
Get started on your next adventure at Woodhouse GMC. From the power of the GMC Sierra to the versatility of the terrain, no matter where you're headed, we've got a ride built for the journey. Strength, style, and space for moments that matter. Take advantage of exclusive offers going on now. Shop in-store or online at WoodhouseBuickGMC.com. Woodhouse Buick GMC. We are professional grade.
Landmark Implement is your local authorized John Deere dealer. Landmark's trained and certified sales staff will help you find the right equipment for your needs, all backed by Landmark's extensive parts and service network. Whether it's a tractor, planter, combine, lawn and garden tractor, or gator, every piece of equipment in our inventory is ready to work hard for your operation. Landmark's team works together to make sure everything that is sold meets their quality standards. Stop by your local Landmark Implement or learn more at landmarkimp.com to experience the Landmark difference.
Whether we're talking commercial or residential plumbing, Lamel Plumbing is the place you call. Lamel provides 24-hour emergency service as well. Call them if you get in a tight spot. And as for their retail items, well, you got to check out some of their faucets, some of their kitchen items, and some of their bathroom items like their Onyx showers. And hey, say you've got a digging job, you call Lamel Plumbing for that too. They've added a full-time crew for you, doing backhoe, trenching, and sewer work. Take that digging job off your list and have Lamel do it for you. That's Lamel Plumbing in Beatrice, now at their new location on North 7th Street in Beatrice.
Kearney, Nebraska is the getaway you never knew you needed. With comfortable, premium lodging, eclectic shopping, and a variety of locally owned craft food and drink options, Kearney has something for everyone. By day, you'll find rich history, outdoor adventure, and some of America's most unique attractions. And by night, our many entertainment options, dazzling performances, and unique hangouts offer the perfect way to unwind. Visit Kearney. It's so much more than just in the middle.
Women have a 1 in 8 chance for developing breast cancer. Early detection makes a difference. Beatrice Community Hospital's Imaging Center can help with the latest technology, from screening with 3D mammography, breast MRI, breast ultrasound, and breast biopsy. All services conveniently located in the BCH's Imaging Center. Schedule your screening today. Incredible care, incredibly close.
For over 40 years, Claybaugh Pharmacy has been your trusted, family-owned, full-service pharmacy. We provide traditional medical options, medical equipment, immunizations, and over-the-counter products. We take pride in going above and beyond to improve the health of our community. And to ensure you have a seamless experience, manage your profile and refills with a touch of the finger from home. Claybaugh Pharmacy in downtown Beatrice, your hometown family-owned pharmacy.
The air inside your home can be 2 to 5 times more polluted than outside air. John Henry's priority is keeping your home safe and healthy for you and your family. Cleaning your home's air duct system is an important part of that goal. Our service professionals will clean your air ducts using top-of-the-line equipment that pulls air in reverse through the duct system, while using compressed air and agitation tools to remove unwanted particles. Once the air is discharged, it runs through 3 stages of filtration, leaving your air duct system restored and functioning cleaner than ever. Contact John Henry's today and schedule your steps to a healthier home.
Liberty First Credit Union. It's for you. You live in Nebraska or the surrounding states? Then it's for you. Want to earn cash back on your transactions? Then it's for you. Are you ready to start banking with purpose? Then Liberty First Credit Union? It's for you. We're not your typical credit union. We support you with personalized banking that's open to everyone. Start banking with purpose at Liberty First Credit Union. We're for you.
Darling, I believe everything's gonna be alright. No need to worry because you got somebody on your side. We all need a fam, we all need a crew. When you're in a jam, don't know what to do. Just reach out your hand and we'll see you through. Doesn't matter where you're at, we got your back. We got your back.
With a Medica health plan, you're not just covered, you're cared for.
Anything for the floor, O Street Carpet has it and more. From little feet to little paws, to updates and overhauls. From soft and cozy to durable and resilient. From something that blends in or something that's different. From DIY to custom install, O Street Carpet can help you with it all. Whatever your needs are for the floor, O Street Carpet has it and more.
This is a special presentation from News Channel Nebraska. NCN Sports is presented by Currency. Visit gocurrency.com for details. Liberty First Credit Union. Find out more at libertyfirstcu.com. Teammates Mentoring. Join the team. Be a mentor. Visit teammates.org today. Tom Dinsdale Automotive. Celebrating 20 years, Tom Dinsdale Automotive is proud to be community-driven. And by Midway Auto. For your next vehicle, go to thinkmidway.com.
Oh, the atmosphere is here. It's Columbus. It's Kearney. Two of the top teams in the state of Nebraska, and they have been for a long, long time. Doug Dude and Kurt Shevlin with you here. Glad to bring you wrestling on News Channel Nebraska Television. Our girls duel went to Kearney 51-22. Now we're ready for the boys duel. And score-wise, for both the individuals and teams, Kurt, we probably expect this to be a lot closer because we're going to be able to fill the weights at all 14 spots, it looks like.
Yeah, if everybody's healthy, we shouldn't see any openings. If you look at ratings and past head-to-head competitions, this should be razor thin.
Again, we saw these two teams at the Heartland Athletic Conference meet last Saturday up in Norfolk. Lincoln East, 245.5 points, a half point better than Kearney. Kearney gets the runner-up. Columbus finished in third with 215.5 points. As we said before the girls' duel tonight, this could be one of the first of many meetings because the UNK duels are tomorrow in Kearney, and these are going to be two of the top teams there. They may be dueling twice in less than 24 hours, Kurt.
Yeah, third time in 8 days, they'll know each other well.
Well, let's take a look at who is expected to be on the mat today for our two teams, and we will start with the visitors for Kearney at 106 pounds. It'll be freshman Jackson Lewis. At 113 pounds, it'll be senior Jack Spottenberg. He's ranked number 2 at 27-1. Jamison Small at 120 pounds is a junior that's ranked 7th. 126 for Kearney. Caden Kowalik ranked 6th. Zane Green, sophomore at 132. Braxton Robinson at 138. At 144, Kate Goodman. Kate Abbey at 150. At 157, UNK signee Sam Noctigal. He's ranked number 4 at that weight class. And then Taj Wilson, 165, part of our feature match tonight. 165 pounds, he's 30-3, ranked number 2. We'll talk about his opponent who beat him in the hack tournament. At 175, it's John Florell. He's 27-5, ranked number 2 in the state. Kendall Clean at 190, Dylan Johnson at 215, and Javier Martinez at 285 pounds. For the Columbus wrestlers, at 106, Carter Booz. At 113, Ethan Salick. Kevin Escobar scheduled to go at 120. Jackson McFarland at 126. Trayton Kropatch at 132. Lathan Braithwaite at 138. Not quite sure at 144. Carter Eisenman is their number 1, but he got banged up, so it may be Kyson Grape going at 44. At 150, Mason Peterson. 157, Xavier Epps. 165, Jason Delano, who won by a major decision over Taj Wilson of Kearney. They are ranked 1 and 2 at 165 pounds. That is our feature match tonight. 165 pounds between Jason Delano of Columbus, 30-1. Taj Wilson, well, now 30-2 because he did get beat in the Omaha Scud duel that they had earlier this week. Taj Wilson is 30-3. And rounding out the rest of the lineup for Columbus, Colton Jarecki at 175, Tyler Zwingman at 190, Chase Nelson at 215, and Cooper Buxton at 285. Ryan Bauer, the head coach for Kearney, Adam Kieswetter for Columbus. We'll be back with the start of our duel right after this on NCN.
At Nebraska Orthopedic Center, they provide comprehensive orthopedic health care. Their physicians are highly skilled in all areas of orthopedic and sports medicine, including spine surgery, foot and ankle, hand and upper extremities, fracture care, and total joint replacement. Their expertise includes the medical management of injuries through physical and rehabilitative methods or surgical intervention. To schedule an appointment or to learn more about Nebraska Orthopedic Center and their family of 25 physicians, go online to nebraskaortho.com. That's nebraskaortho.com. Nebraska Orthopedic Center is your healing destination.
Well, the Columbus team comes in, the Discoverers, with a dual record of 6-7. Speaking with Adam Kieswetter, this will go a long way to determine if they even make it into the state duels in Kearney coming up on February the 8th. Right now, they're on the outside looking in. Kearney is in a solid spot right now in the duels. They sit at 10-3, and the new dual wrestlings came out from any wrestle this afternoon in Class A, and Kearney High is 4th, Columbus is 7th, and we're ready to get things going here as we have action right off the bat here at 120 pounds. Jamison Small of Kearney against Escobar of Columbus. Quick shot in there by Kearney, Kent.
Wild start to this one. There was a lot of action there in the first 20 seconds.
Doug Duda, Kurt Shevlin with you here on NCN. Glad you're along with us for tonight's double duel. So the old 7-point move makes it obviously 7-0 in favor of Jamison Small here for Kearney. Small finished 3rd at the hack tournament. Escobar did not medal on Saturday. Still a lot of time to go here in the first period. Small being very active on top. Trying wrist, trying to hook the leg. Everything's going right now for Jamison Small, but hasn't been able to get, well, there we go, off to the side. Might get him turned here before the end of the period. And he does. Got him stacked up. Trouble here for Escobar. Out of there momentarily. Short time, 10 seconds. Small trying for the first period pin, can't get it. Escobar does a good job to fight it off. And Jamison Small will lead 11-0 at the end of the first period. Very dominant first period there for Small, the number 7 ranked wrestler, coming in at 22-11 for Kearney High. Decide to go both up and in on a very quick takedown. Small goes right for the ankle pick. And if he turns him, this thing's over just that quick, Kurt.
Small is active. Put a lot of pressure on Escobar. He's got him in trouble here.
Now it's about bonus points. He's either going to get a pin or a near fall, it would appear, even though it's 14-0. Needs one more point to end this. And there's the 4-point near fall, but can he finish the pin combination? No, he can't. So it'll be a tech fall in 2 minutes and 37 seconds. Jamison Small.
Good job by Kevin Escobar fighting that. Those point differences between a tech fall and a fall can make a big difference in a tight match like this.
Yeah, it might say crazy that, hey, good job, Escobar. He saved a point from his team.
He did his job. He was a big underdog.
That'll move us up to 126 pounds. It'll be Kate Kowalik for Kearney at 126 pounds. And Jackson McFarland now for Columbus.
Should be a fun one. Kowalik's rated number 6. McFarland missed the first semester due to transfer rules, but he was a state medalist in Class B last year.
Kowalik was the conference champion, beat Draves of Grand Island. McFarland finished 4th on Saturday. So Kowalik in on the shot, but out of bounds they go. Again, good crowd on hand here tonight for our Kearney-Columbus duel. Always great to see the students come out and support. And they're making some noise over there. A lot of hand fighting off the restart here. McFarland trying to get size things up here. Hand fighting again. Goes for the underhook. Counter there by Kowalik. Couldn't hit. Kind of a faint shot there. Minute gone here in the first period. Kowalik with the toss, but no points awarded, and out of bounds they'll come.
It's a great job by Kowalik. He just ran out of real estate and couldn't make the finish.
McFarland's doing a good job sizing things up here. I think he wants to throw too. Looks like we might have a couple of throwers out there, Kurt.
Should be an exciting match. A lot of action, even though it's scoreless. We've seen a lot of action for the first minute and 15 seconds.
Still scoreless. Not going to be scoreless for much longer. In on a single leg that time is Kowalik. McFarland tried to whiz her out of there. But Kowalik's got a lot of leg. Ooh, potentially dangerous. So we will get a restart. That was a pretty good shot there by Caden. He's a little slow to get up. And we're going to have injury time. So injury time here for Kowalik. He'll try and walk this one off. I'm guessing this is one of those we don't need to see the replay for.
Something we shouldn't talk about on the radio.
So Caden just going to catch his breath, stretch out a little bit, and we'll restart here. 28 seconds to go in the first period. We're scoreless. Jackson McFarland of Columbus against Caden Kowalik of Kearney. McFarland in on a shot, but Kowalik backs out of there, tries to set up an underhook, works the head, trying to circle around and maybe get that leg for a cradle. McFarland knows what's coming. Nothing yet. 10 seconds. Good scramble.
But Kowalik's really bringing a lot of action, but McFarland has been real sound defensively so far.
Inadvertent buzzer there. We got to go 4 more seconds, and we're going to have a scoreless first period here at 1:26 between Caden Kowalik and Jackson McFarland. Looks like Kearney wants to defer here. See what McFarland wants to do. There's that most offense that we saw, but out of bounds. Good counter there by McFarland as Kowalik got the toss. And Columbus McFarland has chose to go down here. Second of our 14 matches, high school wrestling here on News Channel Nebraska Television. Doug Duda, Kurt Shevlin with you here in Columbus. 2 of the top 5 teams in the updated dual rankings. Trying to settle those legs in there is Caden Kowalik. Trying to put that head in the mat, isn't he, Kurt?
Yeah, he's doing a good job. He's got a tough right leg on, applying a lot of pressure from the top. Makes it tough for McFarland to get out.
Trying to get those scissors in. He's got to always be careful not getting too high if you're on top. Trying to get that arm and turn from the top. Kowalik not very good balance there. And again, another potentially dangerous. So another restart.
McFarland's going to have to get busy on bottom or he's going to give up a stalling call.
McFarland tries a little sit out here. Kowalik's not in trouble quite yet, but he's got to be a little careful here. McFarland got a little momentum off there, off the whistle, and now it looks like Kowalik has regained control here on top. Trying to get control of that arm. But the time just continues to tick away here in the second period. Still no score between McFarland and Kowalik. It will be Kowalik's choice. Kowalik's choice in the third period. McFarland chose bottom, hasn't been able to get out of there. Short time again. And he's just really working on that head and neck. Hasn't been able to get him turned, and that'll be the end.
Great second period by Kowalik.
So we're scoreless going into the third, and Kowalik will get choice. And when you're ridden out on bottom, you use a lot more energy than the rider on top, and just that quick, Kowalik's able to get the escape. So the escape for Kowalik, 1-0, now they wrestle on their feet. Kowalik had a couple of really good shots in that first period, just not able to get the finishing takedown. And on the single, this is a lot closer. If you can pop that head out, McFarland just trying to hold a leg for all he's worth, might work. Kearney fans yelling for the takedown. They're going to get it. So Kearney now 4-0.
Got him in a Turk ride here. It makes it tough for McFarland to get out.
And now there's the turn for the first time in the match. Kowalik's going to get the 4 count. Not sure that he's quite in position for the pin yet here, Kurt. Might have to readjust, but he's going to get that 4 near fall. And that takes it out to a major decision at the moment, 8-0.
Plenty of time for McFarland to get out, but Kowalik's been tough on top the whole match.
That's all McFarland can concentrate on right now is get out of there and get a point, but instead Kowalik looks like he's, well, getting a little high. I thought he was going to turn him again with 20 seconds to go. Just punishing McFarland. foul warning on Columbus. And time will wind down. And it's going to be Caden Kowalik winning at 126 pounds. Major decision by a score of 8-0. Kearney will go up 9-0 in the duel after 2 matches. Coming up now for Kearney is going to be Zane Green. The sophomore is going to take on Trayton Kropatch. For Columbus, what can you tell us about Trayton, Kurt?
Trayton's young. He's been around the program for a long time. Real experienced kid. He's having a pretty good year so far. I would say Green's got the advantage here. He's a rated wrestler and a little bit more experienced.
Yeah, McFarland didn't have a lot of matches, she said, as a transfer. Trayton just a freshman. 17 and 18. So kind of like the girls, Kearney trying to get off to the quick start here, and the boys, Kearney probably got a pretty good draw on the flip. You want to get momentum. Columbus would have been better served at a different weight class here.
Yeah, they came into some of our less experienced weight classes.
Immediately on the edge of the mat here is where Kropatch wants to be. And Kropatch, if you're kind of the underdog, wrestle on the edge, get in a little trouble, you get out of there. Green, the sophomore, looking for a big move here tonight at 132 pounds. Out of bounds again. Ooh, there's a shot in, out of bounds though. These two met in the consolation match in the HEC tournament on Saturday, and Green won by decision 11-5, and he's going to get the takedown here. So the second matchup in less than a week. So we'll see if Kropatch can even things out here for the week. Looks like he's going to bust the hands and get out of there for the escape. 3-1, Zane Green. Out of bounds for a restart. Kearney won the girls' duel tonight, 51-22. They've won the first 2 matches here in our boys' duel, but we expect this thing to tighten up. And Columbus able to duel Omaha Skutt this week. That had to be a pretty big deal too, Kurt.
Yeah, that was a fun one. There was a lot of highly rated wrestlers on both sides. Skutt won the duel, but it was competitive all the way down.
44-32 will score that duel. Again, off the edge of the mat. Haven't had a whole lot of that so far tonight on the girls and the boys. Trying to get back in the win column on the dual side. They have dropped their last 3, but only 2 duels since that Flatwater Fracas in Grand Island, which was 5 dual wins and 3 losses. That's a lot of wrestling in 2 days over in Grand Island. And the period will come to an end here. An early takedown by Zane Green of Kearney, and he leads Trayton Kropatch, the freshman from Columbus, 3-1. Scramble. Can he hold this for a tilt? Got 1 count, got 2 counts. Now he's got him. Some trouble here for Kropatch. Gets off his back though, but Kearney's going to pick up 4-point near fall from top. Get that wrist like that, you can do a lot of things, can't you, Kurt?
Yeah, he did a nice job. It was a 2-on-1 tilt.
Coming to their feet, and Kropatch gets out again. Tries to go for a quick shot, but not much there. 7-2, Kearney on top here after the Kropatch escape. Keeping the score for you on our Aurora Cooperative scoreboard. Go green with E15 and fill up at your nearest A-Stop
today. Out of bounds they go. You'll see a lot of our sponsors pop up on the screen there in front of you as you're watching tonight. So be sure to tell them all thanks if you're in your part of the state. Midway through the second period, in on a single leg, there's a nice finish by Green. And he's going to be able to turn him. Kropatch maybe learned a little something Saturday. And Green's able to take advantage here. Take down near fall, another 7-point move, and it's 14-2. 30 seconds to go. One more turn would end it. Looking to set up that far side cradle. And he's got it, but couldn't get finished. Gonna give him 2 though. 16-2, mat return. Now Kropatch just trying to get to the third period here for a fresh start. And that's where we are, 16-2. Zane Green looking really good. Saw his dad here earlier. Some athletic boys. Trying to finish it out here is Zane. And escape's all he needs here, Kurt. And he gets it. There it is. 10 seconds into the third period, we get a tech fall in 4 minutes and 10 seconds. 17-2. Zane Green will get the win for Kearney. High school wrestling on News Channel Nebraska. Let's take a real quick break. We'll be right back to Columbus.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to...
And right back to action here at 138 pounds. It's Braxton Robinson of Kearney, 21-10. Ranked number 9, and Lathan Braithwaite, 22-12 junior. So on paper right now, Kurt, this is the closest of our first 4 matches here today.
Yeah, you're coming into a little stretch here where Columbus has more of our experienced wrestlers. This should be a real competitive match.
The head circling, but a throw by. Good move there by Robinson on the throw by, and he'll get the takedown for 3. Full start. Caution's going to go against Columbus. (138 pounds). Braithwaite was the runner-up. In fact, went to sudden victory at the conference final, which is overtime. Pick the leg here. Got to bring him back down to the mat, and he does it. So Braithwaite, an escape, turns it immediately into a takedown for 3, and he'll take the lead. Robinson took 3rd on Saturday. So these guys also have seen each other. Oh, good mat return by Braithwaite. Robinson didn't get to his back that time, so almost a big throw by Lathan Braithwaite.
Crowd loves a big mat return.
It makes a lot of noise usually, doesn't it?
It does. Gets everybody excited.
So Kearney has won the first 3 matches. They're up 14-0. Columbus needs something to go their way here. And the escape. So we're all knotted up at 4, back on our feet with 10 seconds to go. Robinson acts like he wants to take a shot. Braithwaite will, but that'll be the end of the scoring here in the first period. Robinson of Kearney, Braithwaite of Columbus, and we're tied at 4. Kearney will defer, and Columbus will go down.
High-paced first period.
There's that mat return you were talking about. It's hard to believe that he didn't get him back on his back.
Did a great job staying on his base.
escape for Braithwaite. 5-4 in favor of Leighton Braithwaite. Now the Kearney crowd saying that there was a little off the mat shenanigans there. So Robinson fires up the whistle and on a single. There's the big takedown right to his back. There's what Braithwaite wasn't able to do. 7-point move, and he's got him secured right in the middle of the mat, but Braithwaite gets out of it. May not be the end of it, though, Kurt. We've already seen Braithwaite can do the same thing. He's just got to get out of the bottom position right now.
These guys are going to put up a lot of points.
Robinson trying to work high here.
It's like Robinson might have a cradle hooked up.
Yep, Braithwaite's got to get that leg out. And readjust. So there you go. Robinson didn't like what he had there. 45 seconds to go in the second period, 11-5. Robinson on top. Braithwaite trying to come to his base. Hanging on to a leg is Robinson. He's got to let that go pretty soon. He's trying to push him off. Good job by Braithwaite to stay in. He's got a chance to get a 2 reversal here. If he can free that leg, circle around. $20 seconds. Short time here, and we're going to get a stalemate. Stalemate. Neither wrestler going to get an advantage. Looks like they're not going to get anything done, so they're just coming to a reset in there. But boy, what a nice move here by Braxton Robinson.
It was a great mat return.
Didn't overdo it. You can definitely get penalized if you slam somebody to the mat. Robinson off to the side. Could be short time escape here for Braithwaite. 5 seconds. Braithwaite faces.
He's going to get one.
No points awarded. They'll give him the 1. They'll give him the 1, but not the 2. An escape for Braithwaite. So after 2 periods, Braxton Robinson of Kearney 11, Leighton Braithwaite of Columbus 6, and they'll go on their feet.
Braithwaite's going to have to get busy with a 5-point deficit.
This was Kearney's choice, too, because remember, Braithwaite took bottom, right?
Yeah.
Seeing a little heavy breathing. How long will Robinson try to take a breath? And there's Braithwaite in on the shot. That's 3. This thing in over, 11-9.
Like the Columbus coaches want to let him get an escape and go back to work on our feet. Braithwaite thinks he can turn him. He's got a wing locked up.
I think the Columbus coaches just changed their mind over there. They're on the far side of the mat, so maybe you don't hear as well with as loud as the crowd is here tonight.
Yeah, the student section's pretty rowdy over there.
I want to say thanks to everybody that's watching tonight. Linda Cummings is watching on Facebook. Thanks for the note, Linda. And now he will cut him. So he's got a minute to work. 12-9 on the escape. Robinson's up 12-9. But he's not going to lay back. Out of bounds they come. Got to be careful of the ill-advised shot here. But both are getting right after it.
Yeah, we're going to test the conditioning here. That was a really busy first 2 periods.
Braxton Robinson up 12-9. Braithwaite trying to circle. He's got the ankle. $30 seconds to go. Braithwaite circles the other way. Not quite yet. Oh, good counter. Robinson gets the leg.
Braithwaite's got to get his hips up and hook a leg.
And there's the takedown.
Great job by Robinson finishing that takedown.
Now Robinson can just hold on for the final 10 seconds, and Braxton Robinson in what we thought would be one of the most competitive matches, 38-65. There's a couple others out there, but Robinson gets the win, and 3 team points for Kearney. 15-9. Robinson and Kearney now up 17-0. That's going to go a long way in this duel too, Kurt. Columbus probably the slight underdog. They have to win some of those what you call 50-50s, and I'm not sure that was 50-50, but a little different outcome than the last time.
I think that's one Columbus felt like they should have won.
All right, let's see who Columbus decided to go with here.
Looks like they went with Grape.
Okay, so that will be Kyson Grape going to wrestle here for Columbus. Eisenman out with injury or illness, but I think it was an injury, Coach Kieswetter told me. Caden Goodman goes for Kearney. Grape Jr. is 8-2. Eisenman 23-3, one of the highest rated wrestlers for Columbus, not able to go here. So Caden Goodman at 144, 24-9. He's going to get the takedown. Nothing you can do about injury or illness.
No, that would have been a really fun matchup too. They wrestled at conference last week. Goodman won, but Eisenman was the favorite. He's rated quite a bit higher.
And Caden went on to win the conference, beating Peterson of Grand Island by a second period pin. And then Eisenman had to forfeit out after that match to take 4th place. So medical forfeit after receiving the injury in that match. Heartland Athletic Conference Wrestling right here on News Channel Nebraska Television. Glad to have you along with us. Doug Doodle along with Kurt Shevlin. Girls duel tonight. Kearney won it 51-22. Took advantage of a few open weight classes to kind of expand the big score in that one. On the edge of the mat here, and Grape trying to slide off before he gets turned, but I don't think that's going to happen. Goodman looks like he's going to get him turned here. Not quite yet. 14 seconds short time. Trying to get that leg in. Man, that was awful close, Kurt. That was awful close.
That was real close to near fall. Good job by Grape fighting that off.
But no points will be awarded. So a simple takedown here in the first period. Caden Goodman of Kearney leading Kyson Grape of Columbus by a score of 3-0. Mason Peterson's on deck for Columbus at 150. He is the conference champ. All kinds of great things for Mason coming up next for Columbus against Kate Abbey of Kearney.
Yeah, right, Mason's really one of the state's elite wrestlers.
Goodman on bottom, comes to his feet, can't get the mat return. Go with the leg pick here is Grape. And Goodman slides his way out of there, gets the escape, and goes in on the takedown. So Kearney has won the first 4 and off to a good start here in the 5th match. Goodman decides to give up the escape here, 7-1, wants to rest on his feet. Grape, a long, lanky 44-pounder out there. Oh, big underhook and a toss.
Goodman's dangerous. He'll throw you from anywhere.
And he has got Grape in real trouble on the edge of the mat. If he can keep him in, there are his feet left and he's out of bounds. He had that earlier where the feet came off the mat.
Yeah, the foot's got to be in contact with the mat.
So a near fall for 4, and that takes it to 14-1. Minute 8 to go here in the second period. Goodman needs 2 more points to secure the win here at 144 pounds.
I think you'll see Goodman look for the fall here. Try to get that extra team point.
Grape trying to secure the leg here and get a reversal. They go for a ride. Look out!
Got Goodman in a little trouble. Goodman just got a little careless there, going for a big move.
You talked about a want to go for the pin, and you're right. Did a little too much, and out of bounds they'll go. But a 6-point move, 2 reverse, 4 near fall, and it's 14-8. And when
putting up some points here.
Man, look at that move. Great move by Grape. So a little confidence now in there for the junior. And it's not like Kyson's not a good wrestler here, Kurt. It's just that he's behind the wrong guy.
Right. He's stuck behind a stud, but he's doing a good job here. He's got a leg right on. He's going to look for a turn.
And Goodman, oh boy, thought for a minute there he was going to flip him. Short time here in the second period. Goodman trying to slide out the back door, but won't be able to. But at least we got a closer match now. Caden Goodman of Kearney, 14. Kyson Grape of Columbus, 8. And it will be Kearney's choice. Coach Ryan Bauer says, let's go both up.
It was a great period by Grape. That match looked like it was going to get out of control in a hurry. He's keeping it competitive.
Who will be we found out. In on double leg takedown for Caden Goodman. 3-point takedown, 17-8. Grape looks like he's not too bad in those scramble situations, but when he's bellied out here, he had some trouble getting to his base.
Yeah, Grape's a little funky in some of those positions where he can put you in trouble, but Goodman's doing a good job controlling him here.
Minute and a half to go in this match. Working up top, Goodman trying to get the turn. Underhook on that right side, but not much else right now. Comfortable
Grape's
lead,
need
Kurt.
to get busy or he's going to get called for stalling down there.
Hard cross face there.
Very physical.
There is the warning on bottom. Got to make some movement down there. Got to make some effort, top or bottom. Can't lay on him on top. Can't belly out on bottom. Goodman trying to stack him up high here, Kurt.
Grape's doing a good job just trying to keep it close and not give up bonus points, but he's going to have to get busy down there. There's too much time to stall it out.
Well, he could throw the stall up any time right now if he wanted to, because Grapes went back to not doing anything. In the end, 1 point here won't make any difference, but Caden Goodman, after getting a huge lead, then ending up on his back, finds a way here, and Goodman wins it 17-7 over Kyson Grape. That's a major. So give 4 more points to Kearney. They are up 21-0 in the duel, but Columbus now hoping to make some noise here over the next few weight classes. Mason Peterson, 31-1 junior at 150 pounds against Cade Abbey, the junior at 18 and 13.
This is one I'm excited to watch. Abbey's a tough kid. He's rated number 7 in the state.
Well, the Columbus student body already put this one over chat before they even blew the whistle.
I guess they have a lot of confidence in the Mason.
Peterson sitting on 99 career wins. He's going for number 100 right here. 100, 150 still pretty big in high school wrestling. Got the takedown. Now he's trying to turn Abbey. And he's got Abbey turned.
He's got Abbey in a bad spot. A lot of time left.
Peterson's going to have to adjust here.
Looks like he's making some small adjustments to get back on top. Nice job by Abbey.
So the 4-point near fall makes it 7-0. Minute to go here in the first period. Peterson looking for career win number 100.
Yeah, he's got him in a bad spot here.
Much better chance. There it is. Career win number 100 in a minute and 13 for Mason Peterson. Let's watch how he does it right here. Readjusted after nearly getting the pin, is able to do it the second time, get Kate Abbey turned.
Being
Congratulations to
underneath
Peterson.
Peterson is a bad spot to be. He's a hammer on top.
All right, let's move on to 157. And that's going to be for Columbus, Xavier Epps. And it'll be Sam Noctical, the 4th-ranked wrestler in Class A for Kearney High. So Peterson, the returning state champion, having a great year again so far here for Coach Adam Kieswetter. Epps a senior, but just hasn't had that much time on the mat so far this year.
Epps has been JV, junior varsity most of the year. He just won a wrestle off this week to get the starting spot.
He's going to have his hands full here against Sam Noctical, who's going to wrestle at UNK. In trying to stay on the edge of the mat here. Still circling, so you don't have to worry about a stall caller at all. And they get back in towards the center.
Good job by Epps, circling back in so he doesn't give up a stalling call.
Sam a little disappointing with what happened up at Norfolk on Saturday. He ended up finishing 5th in that meet, where he would have been higher seated than that, obviously. No score. 90 seconds gone here in the period. Epps pretty tall, 157-pounder here for Columbus. 21-6 your dual score. Kearney, though, has won 5 matches. Tech fall, major, tech fall, decision, and major. And then the pin for Peterson.
Kearney's doing a good job chasing those bonus points we talked about earlier. They're going to add up fast.
Oh, good counter by Epps. He's here to wrestle.
He doesn't care who's on the other line. He's getting after it.
And that'll be the end of the first period. No score between Xavier Epps of Columbus and Sam Noctical from Kearney. Doug Duda, Kurt Shevlin with you here in Columbus. NCN Wrestling. Again, a reminder, next Thursday, more wrestling. We're in West Point for the girls' duels. The boys are sanctioned right now by the NSAA. The girls not sanctioned yet, so it's the Nebraska Wrestling Coaches Association. And Noctical will get a quick escape starting bottom here, and Epps is going to be called for running off the mat. And we may have some blood. Ooh, yeah, that might be why Epps ran off the mat. Got a little injury time. So while they take a look at the blood, we'll take a break. It's high school wrestling, hack style from Columbus on NCN.
Let your next adventure take flight in Sarpy County, Nebraska for some high-flying fun. Legendary family adventures, out-of-this-world shopping, star-studded evenings, and award-winning experiences. Our flights are never canceled. Stay, play, and plan your getaway at GoSarpy.com.
Teammates Mentor proudly serves 10,000 students in 192 chapters across Nebraska, Iowa, Kansas, South Dakota, and Wyoming. But we need your help.
We're recruiting Teammates Mentors to help our students reach their full potential.
Meeting with a student once a week can make a positive impact in their life and create a ripple effect in our communities.
Go to teammates.org to learn how you can get involved. Join the team, be a mentor.
When the game wraps up, or even before kickoff, our community welcomes you with open arms. The Lincoln Convention and Visitors Bureau is happy to have you here, and we want to show you what we're all about. From wide open spaces to music, shopping, entertainment, and more, there is always something for you to discover in our city. Stop by the Visitors Center at 7th and P in the Haymarket or visit Lincoln.org. The Lincoln Convention and Visitors Bureau is a proud supporter of high school athletics.
Zollner Ford in Beatrice has options to make the process of buying or maintaining vehicles easy and enjoyable. If you have your sights on a new vehicle, a member of our sales team would love to show it to you in the warmth of our showroom or bring it right to your driveway. For maintenance, we offer a few options to make service appointments convenient, like free pickup and delivery within 25 miles of Beatrice, including all of Lincoln. We can also come to you with our mobile service unit to help quickly get going again. Zollner Ford in Beatrice. Sales and service with a smile.
All right, they stopped the blood. Well, just as soon as he got back up there, he's bleeding again, or else he's not clean. There's a difference between
clean him off a little bit.
Yeah, him bleeding and then cleaning things up. So they're not running the blood time. NCN wants to remind you that our high school sports is brought to you by the Kearney Sportsplex, owned by the city of Kearney and opening in the spring of 2025. It's going to feature outstanding hardware gymnasium, over 3,000 spectator bleachers, customized soccer fields, up to 12 volleyball courts, 8 high school basketball courts, or over 20 wrestling mats. Can't wait for that to debut. There's already some great wrestling that is planned at the Kearney Sportsplex. All right, now we're ready to go again. Score is 1-0. Noctigal got the escape. And that's where we're at here in the second period.
Epps has got to be careful here. He's wrestling on the edge. Noctigal's doing a great job controlling Matt.
Had done a pretty good job of circling, which is the key if you're trying to stay out there on the edge. Surprised Noctigal, there it is. And Epps does back up, so you got to be careful, and off the mat they go. So let's see if Noctigal stays aggressive here. Epps had a good counter in the first period on a Noctigal shot, but Epps just wrestling smart and cautious.
He's going to have to find some attacks, though. He's given up too much mat, backing up. Noctigal's doing a great job controlling the pace.
What? All right, there we go. Columbus, Epps. Again, he's trying to get the big throw on the edge of the mat. Short time here, 8 seconds. It's still only 1-0. And that's what it's going to be going into the third. Does Epps dare take down here?
I don't know. We're going to see where his coaches are comfortable. Looks like he wants to go on his feet, try to win it with a takedown.
Well, he's done really well to be where he's at right now through 2 periods against one of the best wrestlers in the class. But somebody's going to have to do something here pretty soon. Kearney wants to stall. And we got blood again. Some more blood time. They only used about 20 seconds of blood time the first time. The rest of that was all to clean things up. And they're going to have to do that again. And they've got the blood stopped, says the official. So now they just clean the mat up a little bit.
Epps has been just kind of waiting to catch a mistake by Noctigal and maybe try to catch him in a throw. He's going to have to find a shot or a throw by. Try to get a takedown to win this.
Had a little confidence in that because he did have one chance there in the first period. on an Noctigal shot. All right, we're down to 1:38 to go. 1-0. Noctigal with the lead over the 2 and 3 senior Xavier Epps. A lot of tie-ups. Remember, Epps has been Ward for Solly. Noctigal has not. But with 3-point takedowns, even a stall wouldn't hurt Epps right now. Starting to get a little more active.
There he is, trying to catch that throw again. Epps is fired up.
Now how will Noctigal approach this? That's twice he's been in on a shot on the edge of the mat and got thrown, but out of bounds.
Epps needs to find some urgency here. We're under a minute. Needs to get a takedown.
And Epps probably not experienced enough to bait Noctigal, to give him an opening and make him look like he's got what's going on. And there is a stall, so it's 2-0 in favor of Noctigal.
Doesn't change much. He still needs a takedown.
Yep. In the old days, that would have meant something because a takedown would have only made it 2-2. This year is 3-2, with 30 seconds to go. Epps has got to go. Got to start something. He's trying to get a throw out. Noctigal gets the head out. That was huge. Noctigal popped that head out.
Epps needs to have some urgency. Only 15 seconds left.
He wants to throw so bad. Noctigal with the takedown. They'll give him the points, but a very competitive match that Sam Noctigal will win 5-0 over Xavier Epps of Columbus and make the dual score 24-6.
Good job by Epps. I think Kearney expected that, or at least was hoping for some bonus points there.
Epps wrestled a very smart match. Some people might not like it, but he did what he had to do to give himself a chance to win.
Yeah, this
All
is
right.
the one everybody's been waiting for.
And it looks like Delano will be out there. This is the number 1 and 2 wrestlers in the state at 165 pounds. Jason Delano of Columbus, 30-2. Taj Wilson of Kearney, 30-3. Delano beat him in the Hack Championship by a major 16-8 on Saturday. The 1 and 2 wrestlers in Class A. Delano with the takedown to get things started.
You don't want to blink with Delano's wrestling. He's a wild man. He'll pin you from anywhere. Always exciting to watch.
We saw Taj get in some trouble last week in the North Platte duel, kind of like we saw earlier here when the leader got tossed to his back, but he was able to survive, come back, and get the win. Delano really going to work here on Wilson.
Delano's working that wing, but he's getting himself a little high.
Delano readjusting. Can't get that wrist out of there right now if you're Taj Wilson. Oh, now Delano about ready to turn him. Taj rolls through for the moment. Delano still has control for the moment. No near fall points yet here for Delano. 20 seconds. It looks like that's going to be the end of our scoring here in the first period. Jason Delano of Columbus, 3. Taj Wilson of Kearney, nothing at 165. Our featured match tonight here in the Columbus-Kearney duel. There is the only points of the first period. Wilson did a heck of a job to stay off his back, too. Delano was in control after that.
Delano had him in a couple of tough situations. Good job by Wilson.
Going to go on their feet again. Taj Wilson in on the first shot. But boy, Delano looks so strong in there. Taj Wilson on the shot. He's thrown Delano to his back. And Delano comes right back up the other side. Kurt, I thought they had given Wilson some near fall points.
Looks like they didn't quite get the 2 swipes. It was close.
So it is 5-3, Delano. Delano's still with the lead, 5-3. Things have settled down. And Delano very strong out to the side there, but going to run out of time here, and it's going to be 5-3 going into the third period. Jason Delano of Columbus leading Taj Wilson of Kearney. And now Kearney assistant coach David Miller, a Hall of Famer himself, wants to discuss something with the official. Probably about what we were discussing, whether there was a swipe over there.
You have to have 2 full swipes to earn the 2 points near fall.
Could also be discussing if there was some points on the edge of the mat there. Looks like things will stay the way it is. Now we go to the third period. It is Jason Delano, the number 1 ranked wrestler, leading the number 2 ranked wrestler, Taj Wilson, 5-3, and Delano immediately getting after it. Wilson got the leg. No points. No points awarded on the scramble. Delano now to his feet looking for control. If he can pull him back on the mat, he's going to get him a takedown. And he does pull him back on the mat. There's the takedown. And then a reversal for Wilson, and he's got Delano on his back. Delano right back though. He doesn't like looking at the ceiling very well.
He's done a nice job staying off his back.
10-5 Delano, still a minute to go. And we're going to get a stalemate on the edge of the mat. Now Ryan Bauer, the head coach for Kearney, wants to discuss. There's the takedown, hand touches the mat, and then Wilson rolls him right over.
I think the Kearney coaches are questioning whether Delano really had control on the initial takedown.
I will give the referees credit that they do consider things a lot more than they used to. They get together, they discuss it. We already saw one overturn tonight.
That is an advantage of having 2 officials on the mat. get a second set of eyes and somebody to question.
58 seconds to go here at 165, the number 1 and 2 ranked wrestlers in the state. And it's Columbus, Jason Delano currently with a 10-5 lead. Boy, this is a long discussion, Kurt.
Delano's getting the crowd fired up.
Let's see what the decision is. Well, whatever they're discussing stays the way it is, 10-5. Both wrestlers got a lot of time to catch their breath.
Might be an advantage for Wilson.
That's what I was thinking, Kurt. I was thinking he would have the advantage, yeah. Wilson's got to pop the head out. Little spladle.
Not really a spladle. He kind of had both arms hooked. Couldn't get any near fall out of it.
I try to work in spladle once a night, no matter whether it's right or not.
It's fun to say.
It's for our buddy, the Red Rocker. 10-7, but Wilson's going to have to cut him. Delano, yeah, there's a stall warning because he didn't do anything. That's a point for Kearney. A takedown would be the difference here on the escape.
Plenty of time to give up a stall call. It's going to take 2 scores to beat him here.
Probably won't be the last meeting.
Lived up to the hype. It was a fun one to watch.
Number 1 over number 2 for the second time here this week. I think there's a little John going down there too. Taj Wilson was staring down Delano. Delano just bumped into John Florell, Kearney's next wrestler, but you're number 1 and Delano gets the win. That makes it 24-9 in the duel. Sometimes that's rough too. You're the number 1 kid in the state and you can only manage 3 points because of who you're wrestling. Here's John Florell. Highly ranked wrestler for Kearney. Comes in number 2 at 175, 27-5. And he's going to get the leg whip and get the trip there of Colton Jarecki, a 23-12 sophomore for Columbus. And get the takedown. Funny, Kurt, how those wrestlers that are right next to each other in weight class seem to be 2-2 or 5-5. They got somebody to wrestle with in the room.
Yeah, good practice partner is invaluable. Jarecki's just a sophomore, but you've seen him get better and better through the season with the experience.
175 pounds. Florell was the runner-up. Jarecki took 3rd. These guys saw Kearney, Columbus, a lot of each other in the Hack tournament on Saturday. Again, a reminder, tomorrow it's the UNK duels. Columbus, Kearney, Millard South is there. Gretna and Wahoo, Broken Bow, Minden, who is one of the top teams in C, will be there. So you never know how those things are going to match up. UNK duels are tomorrow. Then on Saturday, the big Higgins invite in Lexington will be going on. Centennial, Lou Platte, Capital, Mid-States, RPAC conference tournaments are all on Saturday. Jarecki got the escape. Now he's in on a takedown. Good bit of wrestling there by Colton Jarecki, the sophomore, to take a 4-3 lead.
Jarecki's got a wing. Nice job by Florell getting his wrist free.
And they're going to come off the mat. Restart with 19 seconds. Well, this would be the kind of upset that Columbus needs right here.
Yeah, Jarecki's, he's capable.
Lost the wrist.
Almost had him tilted there for a couple, maybe a 2-3 count. Put Colton Jaretsky of Columbus a 4-3 lead over second-ranked John Florell of Kearney. Columbus gets the choice. And Florell decides to take bottom. Thanks for joining News Channel Nebraska Television for tonight's high school wrestling. Kearney won the girls' duel. Good mount return there by Colton Jaretsky.
Jaretsky locked his hands. Florell gets a free move. See if he can capitalize.
Talked about the locked hands, Kurt. What exactly that means to
when you're in the top position, anytime your hands come in contact with each other and it's not a pinning combination, it's a 1-point penalty. After the locked hands, the bottom wrestler typically gets a chance to try to score. So they often refer to that as a free move.
And that's why they don't blow it dead right away. Now those locked hands again. So Jaretsky looks like he's trying to get the throw almost in a bear hug situation here, and he's locked his hands and now he gets reversed. So John Florell now up by a score of 7-4. Florell getting high. Jaretsky's going to get out of there. Florell, 45 seconds we're approaching here in the second period. Kearney leads the duel 24-9. Florell trying to be a little more active than he was in the first period, and Jaretsky got the takedown.
Jaretsky's trying to stay tight on his back and hang on for a stalemate. Florell's got to get his head out to finish the takedown.
Yeah, he's got to be powerful with those hips, and we're going to get the stalemate.
Nice job by Jaretsky.
Florell leading 7-5, but was taken down the first period. Jaretsky in on an ankle, and he might get taken down himself. Good counter, Florell with the takedown.
He's got Jaretsky in trouble.
Short time, and that'll be the end of the period, but a big move. They'll give him the 4 near fall. 7-point move.
That's that new scoring we talked about. It can open up a match in a hurry.
So 14-5 after 2. John Florell leads it. But give Colton Jaretsky credit here, Kurt. He's taken a couple of shots. He finished one, and then Florell countered the last 2.
He's wrestling like he doesn't know he's the underdog. He's doing a nice job.
Again, our duel started at 120 tonight, so we'll have to get back to 106 and 113 once we get to the heavyweight. On deck, Kendall Clean at 190 for Kearney against Tyler Zwingman of Columbus. They'll be next. The Kearney Eyes won 5 and 2 so far for Columbus, and both of those by their number 1 wrestlers in Peterson and Delano. Jaretsky gonna get warned for stalling here on the bottom. Florell's got to do something too, though. Florell wasn't doing much, trying to get the legs locked in.
Florell's got a cradle locked up.
But Jaretsky rolls him through, comes to his feet, gets the escape. 50 seconds to go, still time here. Jaretsky's gonna force the issue, but get right into a double leg here from Florell.
See Jaretsky looking for a stalemate again, just trying to hang on tight.
There it is with 21 seconds to go here in the third period. Already a major decision at 14-6 for a bonus point. Got to expect Jurecki to fire right off the whistle, and he does. Jurecki going for the throw, but again, Florell slides off, counters, and gets the takedown. And John Florell of Kearney will take a 17-6 win over Colton Jurecki of Columbus. That's a major decision. 4 more points. Kearney leads the duel 28-9. Up next on the mat for the Kearney Bearcats will be Kendall Clean, 190-pound senior at 11-14. And for Tyler Zwingman, a 24-11 senior for Columbus. So advantage discovers here at 190 pounds.
We'll look for Zwingman to have a good showing here. Senior night. His brother is one of the assistant coaches for Kearney.
Might have some inside information.
I'm guessing he's not coaching this match. Might cause a family feud.
Doug Duda, Kurt Shevlin with you from Columbus. Hack Conference Wrestling Duels. Kearney won the girls 51-22. They currently lead the boys 28-9 over Columbus. But here's where Columbus would like to get a little something going. You're going to have a toss-up at 215. Probably Columbus favored there with a sub-500 wrestler. And then a toss-up at heavyweight between Martinez and Buxton. So Columbus kind of needs to get 3 in a row here, Kurt, to give themselves a chance.
To have a chance, they need to rack up some bonus points here.
And there's the takedown for Zwingman. So Tyler starts it off, and a Zwingman takedown, 3-0. Seconds to go here in the first period. Wrestled on the edge of the mat. Clean looks like he's going to crawl off, and we're going to get restart there. 3-0. Tyler Zwingman of Columbus with the lead in the first period takedown. Again, a reminder, next Thursday, we're at West Point, Thursday afternoon, here at NCN for the girls' state dual championships. Had a great time last year up at Pierce. This year we're going to be at West Point. And it looks like up the restart, not much could happen here. So Tyler Zwingman going to maintain a 3-0 lead over Kendall Clean of Kearney. Kearney gets choice, they'll defer. And Zwingman says, let's go both up. I think Tyler's got to feel that he might be able to get a big throw here. Get that 7-point move.
Yeah, he's going to look for something big. Try to rack up some bonus points.
Couple shots here by Zwingman, nothing too solid. Now he's got that leg. If he can circle, he'll pop that head out. He's going to get the takedown.
He's looking for a cradle.
Circles, there's the takedown for Zwingman. 6-0 now, Tyler Zwingman. Minute and a half to go here in the second period. Not much going on right now. The lack of noise here in the gym.
Looks like Zwingman pops the hand out, wants to readjust. 40 seconds to go here in the period. Zwingman leads at 6-0.
Clean's going to have to get active on the bottom. Spent a lot of time with his head on the mat. I'm expecting we'll see a stalling call here.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kurt. He deserves one. Zwingman needs to get up to the side just a little bit more. Yeah, there's a belly out. There, finally, the stall. But we're going to go to the end of the period. It is Tyler Zwingman of Columbus 6 and Kendall Clean of Kearney nothing as we go to the third period. Kearney chooses, and they decide to go neutral here. Maybe a little surprising. Zwingman has had the 2 takedowns so far.
Yeah, I just feel like if he'd gone down, he would have had to be more active and maybe open up a little bit.
Must not be what he wants on top. Oh, nice. Now Zwingman's got him in trouble. He's going to get a pin here.
A lot of time. Get that cradle tight.
Oh, off to the side, readjust. There, he's got it locked up. These will be 6 big points if Zwingman can finish it. There it is. 4:37. Tyler Zwingman, the winner by pin. 28-15 now the dual score. And we will see Columbus favorite here at 215 pounds. For Kearney, Alec Newell injured, and their 6-pounder also injured, so they're going to backups at both of those positions coming up, and it's going to be Dylan Johnson as a junior. He's only 0-2. And then Jace Nelson, a 19-16 junior here for Columbus. That heavyweight match is going to be huge, isn't it, Kurt?
I'm excited to watch that.
That might be what the duel comes down to. Columbus needs the bonus points. They probably need the 6 here because Kearney's going to be a huge favorite at 113 pounds. In fact, you've almost got to chalk up 6 for Kearney at 113. So the other 3 weights, Columbus is going to have to win and get bonus points, and that might not be enough. Because if Kearney does get the 6 at 113, it wouldn't matter what Columbus does in these 3. 18 points would make it 34-33. So they need wins and they need pins. Not much going on so far here in our 215-pound match. Nelson there in on a throw, and he's able to take him to his back. Nelson finished 3rd at conference Saturday, trying to get that pin on Johnson. Still 35 seconds to go in the period. Plenty of room on the edge of the mat as he's turning him back inbounds. There it is. 1 minute. 37 seconds, back-to-back pins for Columbus. Jace Nelson. Kearney 28, Columbus 21. 3 matches to go, and Jace Nelson did what his team needed him to do.
This is a fun one. Columbus heavyweight, Cooper Buxton's really undersized. Probably walks around at 210 or 215 pounds. Kearney heavyweight. Javier Martinez is a little more of a traditional style heavyweight.
You would say not undersized.
Not undersized.
But he does have that injured left knee and leg. You see the big brace on him there. At the conference tournament Saturday, Buxton was 5th. Martinez finished in 4th. Of course, you had a couple of really good heavyweights in the hack, and Tucker from East and Wagner from Fremont. Those were the finalists. Cooper Buxton, 21-15, the senior. Javier Martinez, 22-11, senior. This one could go either way. A Kearney win would all but secure this thing. In fact, I'll make the call. It would secure it. It would be the hugest upset of the year if Columbus won at 113. You're sending out a young freshman with 6 wins. But you never know. A lot of hand fighting and not much going on in the first minute here of the first period.
Kind of a typical heavyweight match. It's scary to take chances when you're giving up this much size.
45 seconds to go in the first period. No score. All you got to do is slide off one time as the big guys, and you end up on your back, or at least a 3-point takedown. Don't forget, when we finish tonight, we'll talk with the victorious coach and one of the wrestlers. Brought to you by Nebraska Orthopedic Center, your healing destination, and Roe Buick in Grand Island and Aurora, proud to sponsor our athletes of the night. And the first period will be a lot of dancing out there. No score, 0-0 between Martinez and Buxton. Martinez will take bottom. This is usually where you see the quick 1-0 escape. Columbus with the caution there. Martinez crab crawls, comes to his feet, faces for the escape.
Really good movement on bottom by Martinez.
Buxton on the shot. Got to use leverage, got to use balance when you're the smaller guy right now.
Martinez has him in a bad spot.
And a takedown for Javier Martinez. You were talking about Cooper being undersized. Can he wrestle 215, Kurt? Was there a wrestle off, or he's just a little in the middle here?
He actually wrestled the first half of the season at 215. While Nelson was cutting weight down to get there. I think Jace Nelson was about 240 pounds, so he had a long ways to get down to 215. I don't know that there was a wrestle off, but I think it was just best for the team for them to switch spots.
And Martinez gets the pin. 210. Javier Martinez with the win at heavyweight, and 6 more points for Kearney, which will clinch the dual win tonight, 34-21, with 2 more matches to go. Go to our lightweights now. Kearney High's Owen Lawner is out with injury, and so the Bearcats will bring in Jackson Lewis, a freshman at 10-9. And for Columbus, they'll be bringing in Carter Booz, a 29-2 freshman. He's one of those guys, isn't he, Kurt? A freshman that everybody knew about when he's a 3rd grader.
Yeah, Booz is having a really good season. He has a couple losses to kids, I think, from Iowa early in the season. I don't think he's been beat by a Nebraska kid yet this year.
Booz with the early takedown. Conference champion last week. At 106 pounds, he beat Caden Engel 10-0 from Lincoln East. Jackson actually got a couple wins up there. He finished in 5th, but he's got him turned. And the pin in 49 seconds for Jackson Lewis of Columbus. Watch out for this young man, the freshman, at the state tournament. And now our final match will be between Kearney High's Jack Spanenberg, defending state champ, number 2 at 113 pounds, against Ethan Salick. He's just a freshman at 6'19". And Columbus, are they going to elect not to wrestle? So they're going to give the forfeit there. That's one of the naughty things about wrestling. You get out of school, you get in the bus for 2 hours, you wait around for 3 hours because of the double duel, and then you don't get to wrestle. But
You have
that's
to make
the way
weight
it is.
on top of that. It would have been a really tall task for Salick. He's an inexperienced freshman.
Well, a win tonight for Kearney in the duel, 40-27. They're now 11-3 in duels. Columbus drops to 6-8. But as Coach Kieswetter was telling us beforehand, pretty good chance that they might see each other tomorrow in Kearney at the UNK duels. And coming up here on News Channel Nebraska, we'll take a look at some of the highlights from the evening. And I'll go down and talk with Coach Ryan Bauer and one of our Kearney High wrestlers, and then be back up with you, Kurt, just a little bit. We'll take a break here on NCN.
Get started on your next adventure at Woodhouse GMC. From the power of the GMC Sierra to the versatility of the terrain. No matter where you're headed, we've got a ride built for the journey. Strength, style, and space for moments that matter. Take advantage of exclusive offers going on now. Shop in-store or online at WoodhouseBuickGMC.com. Woodhouse Buick GMC. We are professional grade.
Landmark Implement is your local authorized John Deere dealer. Landmark's trained and certified sales staff will help you find the right equipment for your needs. All backed by Landmark's extensive parts and service network. Whether it's a tractor, planter, combine, lawn and garden tractor, or gator, every piece of equipment in our inventory is ready to work hard for your operation. Landmark's team works together to make sure everything that is sold meets their quality standards. Stop by your local Landmark Implement or learn more at landmarkimp.com to experience the Landmark difference.
Whether we're talking commercial or residential plumbing, Lamel Plumbing is the place you call. Lamel provides 24-hour emergency service as well. Call them if you get in a tight spot. And as for their retail items, well, you gotta check out some of their faucets, some of their kitchen items, and some of their bathroom items like their Onyx showers. And hey, say you've got a digging job, you call Lamel Plumbing for that too. They've added a full-time crew for you, doing backhoe, trenching, and sewer work. Take that digging job off your list and have Lamel do it for you. That's Lamel Plumbing in Beatrice, now at their new location on North 7th Street in Beatrice.
Kearney, Nebraska is the getaway you never knew you needed. With comfortable, premium lodging, eclectic shopping, and a variety of locally owned craft food and drink options, Kearney has something for everyone. By day, you'll find rich history, outdoor adventure, and some of America's most unique attractions. And by night, our many entertainment options, dazzling performances, and unique hangouts offer the perfect way to unwind. Visit Kearney. It's so much more than just in the middle.
Get them ready for tomorrow. Kearney wins both duels tonight, 51-22 for the girls, 40-27 for the boys. Bearcat head coach Ryan Bauer joins us. Coach, just electric atmosphere here tonight. Great crowd, student support from both, and then at the end, it's always nice to get the victory.
Yeah, I mean, we knew it was going to be a close one. Columbus is darn tough, and there's a great atmosphere. I mean, Columbus does it right, their whole community, and so just coming in here, not being scared of that, attacking the challenge is a good night.
We were talking, I thought you got a good coin flip. If you come in and the home team gets off to a good start, makes it a little tough. You guys kind of started maybe at a weight that you would want to and get off to a good start tonight.
Yeah, we knew we can get it rolling with small, but then, Caden Quallett getting a win versus a ranked opponent, Braxton Robinson. Those were double rank matches. Those are, toss-up matches in our mind, and just getting the ball rolling with Zane Green, getting the tech in the middle. I mean, it gave us a cushion, but we knew that they had stuff coming that, kept it there.
Talking about the match for Braxton, I thought that was a key one. Columbus could have got a little something going there, maybe one that they would have needed to win the duel.
Yeah, I mean, they pinned Brax at conference, and we weren't happy with that performance. I know Brax wasn't, and I mean, even we got down early to start, but Brax continuing to fight back. I think he got takedown there with Bax at the end to really, put him at the lead and, foot on the gas. So it was great.
John Florell, Jarecki gave him a little bit of a match. He had a couple of kids that ended up on their back after having a lead, but what about Florell pulling that out?
Yeah, no, he didn't. That's the good thing. Jarecki did a good job of taking away some areas that John's really good at, and John was able to adapt to it, change mid-match, and I mean, that's huge. That shows just huge growth for John.
We're going to talk to Harvey Martinez here in just a moment. What about what he did at heavyweight?
Huge match. We knew that was a tough competitor, and just, again, how does he start on second period in terms of like going down? Is he moving up to start, or is he sitting down there? He attacked every position, top, bottom, and both up, and that's what you want to see out of a senior leader.
We had a 1 versus 2. We had that at the Hack, and it went Columbus's way with Jason Delano and Taj Wilson. Columbus has got a couple of studs out there, but talk about that feature match of the night at 165.
No, Taj, we're happy with his growth from last weekend to now, and we're going to see him again hopefully tomorrow, and it's going to be a state finals match, and that's what we talked to Taj about. I mean, we've got 3 times of going after him, making those adjustments, and so our adjustments made from last week to this week closed that gap in terms of that match was a lot closer in the score.
All right, Coach, congratulations. Like you said, might see him tomorrow.
Yep, we'll see him tomorrow.
Let's bring in Javi Martinez here, Kearney heavyweight. He gets the win tonight. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Tell me a little bit about the match, what you were expecting and how it turned out.
Well, I was expecting to be able to shoot on during neutral, but couldn't get the underhook. He kept circling away, but I was still able to take him down.
Kearney was in a match here where you kind of secured it with that win. Did you know that going in?
I did not.
What about the way you think the team performed tonight? You got to watch a lot of the matches before you had to get on the mat.
I think we performed really well as a team. Everyone was on the sidelines cheering on the teammates. Even our JV was on the bleachers cheering us on.
You've had some close matches, even with some really good teams. Lincoln East a couple of weeks ago took care of North Platte. You've done well in your tournament so far this season. You get the duels tomorrow. What's the expectation tomorrow when you get to wrestle in front of your home fans again?
Win again, win them all.
Javi, thanks for the time, buddy. We'll let you get on a bus. It's it's kind of a long ride home. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Javi Martinez, heavyweight, brings home the win tonight for Kearney. They take the duel by a score of 40-27. We're going to get a chance to take a look at some highlights and wrap things up right after this. Stay with us on News Channel Nebraska.
Women have a 1 in 8 chance for developing breast cancer. Early detection makes a difference. Beatrice Community Hospital's Imaging Center can help with the latest technology, from screening with 3D mammography, breast MRI, breast ultrasound, and breast biopsy. All services conveniently located in the BCH's Imaging Center. Schedule your screening today. Incredible care, incredibly close.
For over 40 years, Claybaugh Pharmacy has been your trusted, family-owned, full-service pharmacy. We provide traditional medical options, medical equipment, immunizations, and over-the-counter products. We take pride in going above and beyond to improve the health of our community. And to ensure you have a seamless experience, manage your profile and refills with a touch of the finger from home. Claybaugh Pharmacy in downtown Beatrice, your hometown family-owned pharmacy.
The air inside your home can be 2 to 5 times more polluted than outside air. John Henry's priority is keeping your home safe and healthy for you and your family. Cleaning your home's air duct system is an important part of that goal. Our service professionals will clean your air ducts using top-of-the-line equipment that pulls air in reverse through the duct system, while using compressed air and agitation tools to remove unwanted particles. Once the air is discharged, it runs through 3 stages of filtration, leaving your air duct system restored and functioning cleaner than ever. Contact John Henry's today and schedule your steps to a healthier home.
Liberty First Credit Union. It's for you. You live in Nebraska or the surrounding states? Then it's for you. Want to earn cash back on your transactions? Then it's for you. Are you ready to start banking with purpose? Then Liberty First Credit Union? It's for you. We're not your typical credit union. We support you with personalized banking that's open to everyone. Start banking with purpose at Liberty First Credit Union. We're for you.
And welcome back, everyone, to Columbus. Doug Duda, Kurt Shevlin here at Discover's Gymnasium. What a facility they have here, and what a crowd it was tonight. Kurt, Columbus didn't get the win for the girls or the boys, but we had a lot of excitement. And again, we say it for the 4th or 5th time. Columbus has a chance tomorrow to avenge the loss to Kearney.
Yeah, they're going to see plenty of each other. Great duel. The girls about as expected. Columbus just didn't have the numbers to compete, but the boys, it was 27-40, but I felt like it was closer than that. It was a very competitive duel, a lot of fun matches.
What did you think from the Columbus side? You know more about Columbus, I know more about Kearney. What did you see from the Columbus side, girls and or boys?
Yeah, I thought, the girls went about as I thought it would. Our bigger girls, heavier weights, are a little more experienced, and that's where we were competitive. The boys, there was several pick-em matches, and I feel like we about split with Kearney where we were.
Well, let's take a look at some of the top plays tonight, brought to you by Southeast Community College. Head to southeast.edu now and discover your path to possible. And Tom Dinsdale Auto, celebrating 20 years. Tom Dinsdale Automotive is proud to be community-driven. Girls and boys duels action here tonight from Columbus. In the Heartland Athletic Conference, let's start with what on in the girls' duel tonight. Kearney High took advantage of some openings, as Kurt said, and picked up a 51-22 victory. Here is one of the first matches, Sawyer Swarm coming out, and took a while, but just kind of methodically beat Britley Breathway by a pin there in 5:08 after being up 7-0 in that match, getting a couple of nice turns in there for the Bearcats. You also saw Sloan Abbey come away with a pin in the first period in 1:25. We go to Lauren Schmeitz. Schmeitz didn't get the pin, but got the decision by a score of 13-3 over Flores. Then you go up to the next weight class here at 135, and Bella Chavarria had some work with Raina Alexander, but again kind of controlled it all the way through before finishing it off right there in a pin in 4 minutes and 10 seconds. And Kearney won the first 6 matches here tonight. A couple of those were by forfeit. Then Columbus able to find a way to get on the board, and they do it quickly here with Ariana Bell. And then they follow that up at 190 pounds with the lone senior, Diana Orozco. Even though she got taken down early, she comes back with the pin over Alvarez and gets it done in 2 minutes and 58 seconds, just putting the pressure on there and getting the pin on senior night here for Orozco. Up to 100 pounds, this is a young lady you're going to keep an eye on, Faith Wood. Even though Liana Sunblade made a move from the top position in the final period after being down 14-2, she cut it to 16-7, but Wood ends up picking up the win, the freshman for Columbus. A little out of breath there, but picked up the win. And finally, our last match here at 115 pounds, Carson McBride, an 18-3 tech fall, just dominated it from Natalie Cruz, gave up 3 escapes, picked up the win. She was our wrestler of the match, and Kearney wins the girls' duel by a score of 51-22. On the boys' side tonight, we expect it to be a lot closer, and it sure was. In the atmosphere here under the lamp, saw Columbus at home on senior night, trying to get some things done. We started at 120 pounds tonight, but just like the girls, Kurt, the boys of Kearney got off to a run. We just talked with Coach Bauer about maybe getting the right flip there to where they could start off and get some momentum. Braithwaite got an early lead, but coming right back there, Braxton Robinson, we talked about that at 138 pounds with Coach Bauer. He mentioned to me even before we got on air, says the Robinson match, a reversal of what happened at the conference, a big turn, 15-9, and that kept things going for Kearney, because then Kane Goodman came in at 144 pounds and picked up the major decision here over Kyson Grape. 17-7, although Grape had a couple of nice moves in this match, just didn't have enough here experience-wise for Goodman. Later on, we move on here for Kearney High. Cade Abbey against Mason Peterson. He is the hammer, and he got the first win here for Columbus. I mean, Peterson, Delano, not many people going to even test these two guys this year.
Yeah, it's a tough duo.
Here's Delano, the 1 versus 2, and Delano beating Taj Wilson for the second time in a week. And boy, if we get a chance to see them wrestle again tomorrow, maybe on down the road again. But you see that kind of that stare down. Boy, I think that's going to be interesting tomorrow. That was really the only chatter I saw in the girls or boys duel tonight. And in the end, we'll see how that all plays out. There's John Florell with a win over Colton Jaretsky by a score of 17-6. Got a couple of penalty points in there to help him out. And then a little something going here for Columbus. Tyler Zwingman gets the win over Kendall Clean by pin at the 437 mark. And Jason Nelson will follow that up at 215 pounds. So Zwingman, 3 takedowns and finally able to get the stick at the 437 mark of the match. That cut it to 28-15. We figured that Columbus would have to win at 2:15. They did. They got the pin there in 1 minute and 37 seconds from Jace Nelson over Dylan Johnson. Another one on the edge of the mat, but just keeps powering through and picks up the victory. And then the win that secured things tonight at heavyweight, our wrestler that we talked to was Javier Martinez. Buxton made a couple of moves on him, but good counters by Martinez, and another pin on the edge of the mat. We had about 3 or 4 of those in a row. Martinez with the pin in 210. Jackson Lewis would win at 106, and then we had a forfeit for Sponberg at 113 pounds, and that wrapped up the duel. Kearney 40 and Columbus 27. So Kearney gets the win here tonight to finish out Thursday and get ready for Friday. Final thoughts, Kurt, on the match tonight?
Fun duels. You know, Columbus and Kearney are both wrestling towns with a fun fan base. Always competitive and just a lot of fun to watch. They both wrestle a really good brand of wrestling.
Well, Kurt, hey, thanks for breaking your maiden tonight here on NCN. We sure appreciate it. You know how that works there with the racetrack just down the road in Columbus. Thought I'd throw a little horse racing out there for you tonight.
It was my pleasure. I enjoyed it.
Well, hopefully we can do it again. And again, a reminder, coming up next Thursday, it is the Nebraska Wrestling Coaches Association Girls State Duels Competition. The boys is NSAA sanctioned in Kearney on February 8th, but next Thursday in West Point, we will have coverage of girls dual action. So we hope you can join us for that for a second year in a row on News Channel Nebraska Television. Want to thank Currency, making financing quick, easy, and secure for machinery, ag equipment, and more. Visit gocurrency.com. Liberty First Credit Union, Teammates Mentoring, Tom Dinsdale Automotive, Midway Auto, and Aurora Cooperative among our many sponsors tonight. For our producer, engineer, in the truck, Danny Alvarado, all the guys taking care of the camera work and production behind the scenes, Kurt Shevlin, I'm Doug Dudas saying thanks for joining us for Heartland Athletic Conference Wrestling live sports action here on News Channel Nebraska. Basketball Friday and Saturday, so enjoy that as well, Friday and Saturday night, including Central Catholic Adams Central on Saturday afternoon. This is Doug Dudas saying enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll see you next Thursday in West Point.